Zama Mario.
Mario.
What is going on? Will,
What's up?
Doom.
What
How
up,
you guys
man?
tonight, man?
What up? What
Ready
up?
to kick this bad boy off?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
All
Thanks
right.
for the invite.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Here we go. Let's do it. Every time Izzy crushed it with that.
Izzy
Nice.
did a great job.
Yeah, I guess you're
Absolutely.
pumped. I'm ready to hit the Mario Kart streets real quick.
There we go, right? We need that. I'll just start playing that when you guys start doing your Discord Mario
Seriously.
battles.
It gets
You guys are
serious.
gonna break me down one of these days, and I'm actually gonna go and buy the game.
You have to.
and-
You have to play.
I know.
Yeah, why haven't you
It's
joined?
too much
Come
fun.
on.
I don't
Just
know.
for the trash talk alone, it's worth it.
Yeah.
For real. What's up, Dan?
What's up, Dan?
How you doing, brother? Adam, what's up? Mario Kart
It was a hoot.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Nice.
Derp, just go on mine. That's the link that I shared. If you want to be there, just bounce around, find somebody. I don't know. Figure it out. Sit where you want to sit, guys. Watch, do what you want to do. Don't let us dictate
Yeah.
to you what to do. All right.
Yeah.
You
Stop
do
pumping
you.
your channel there. True Blue.
That's right. Hey, I know we're not streaming on Doom's channel, but it's on Doom's channel.
Yeah.
Dude,
Go
yeah,
give him a
good-
like and
Good luck
subscribe.
finding one.
There we go.
I swear
well-
there's one out there.
Well, since you brought up channels, MentalCon YouTube channel is live. On my channel, in the description, it'll auto-populate there. There's a link directly to the MentalCon channel. You can sub for that Sunday afternoon, 2 Eastern, I believe. We're going to go live on there to talk about next year's MentalCon and get chats, input on stuff, and discuss kind of what our plans and thoughts are on that. So be sure to check out the description on my channel at least to find that. So you guys can go over there, be subbed, hit the notification bell over there so you can see. We did drop all the content we have from last year's MentalCon because we did lose some during the day on Saturday. We dropped all that. It all should be live over there now. So if you want to see a segment, you can go back and see a segment. So
We got to get Ash in the Discord.
got to get Ash in the Discord. You hear that, Ash? You got to get in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
That'd be hysterical if we
Swampy's
got Ash
Discord,
on
yeah.
Mario Kart.
Oh, hell yeah. He would
That'd
play.
be fun.
He'd play. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Loser has to draw a sketch card.
Nobody wants my sketch card, so I'll be honest with you.
There's a sports channel I watch, Silver Sport, couple older guys that used to be in the
Mhm.
Navy or whatever. And the one guy's Eddie. He's the primary buyer of the boxes and stuff. But Chuck, he'll buy a pack like it's or a team, like it's a break, like a box break. He'll buy a team and he runs like a tab and everything. And it's funny as hell because Chuck is just like, he's always hitting the big teams. So their deal is that if he hits a big team and the other guy wants to buy it back, he's got to pay twice as much. for
Oh,
what his
wow.
bot was. So he already paid for it, and then he's buying it back for twice as much. I just laugh
Wow.
my ass off. It's
That's
funny.
crazy.
A couple old dudes, but Ash says I'll lose. Hey,
That's
Only
okay.
one per-
Me
only
and
one
Doom
person
lose
can
all the
win,
time.
Lose all the time, man.
I haven't played since. See, I've played since the '90s,
Mhm.
but the OG Super Mario or Super Nintendo Mario Kart, that's the only Mario Kart that I've ever played. You know, but to me, it's just new tracks, new things that you can do. Right? There's not much difference. In it.
Yeah. It's,
No,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same.
if you played the Super Nintendo, then you'd be good because that was
Yeah.
like the toughest one
Yeah.
out there. So
Yeah.
you'll pick up quick.
Oh yeah, the sketches. Yeah, the old
Yeah.
guys. If they so if the guy Chuck doesn't pull any cards during the break for the team that he bought, the other guy has to draw him a 1-on-1 sketch card. of the
Oh,
team's
really?
logo. Yeah, it's just like something they do. between-
Yeah, my Venom would look
Mortis,
like
yeah.
that probably.
He's like, love Silver Sport. Yeah, they're great, man. That's how it's spelled too. So, what's up, Captain Crackpot? How you doing, man?
Then I'll win.
It's all just it's just muscle memory. Yeah. I said the last good Mario game was Mario 64. Never
64. Anything from Nintendo 64, I feel like was just my
Yeah.
prime. Like the
There you
best
Yeah.
best system, most fun games.
My favorite.
I never
One of my
played.
favorite systems.
Yeah.
See, for me, it was always Super Nintendo was always my favorite system. Like I had a Dreamcast, so I loved playing Sonic. Like Sonic was awesome.
Sonic
Star
was
Fox
great.
was awesome.
Some of the fighting games on Dreamcast, I'm trying to think. But they were really good.
Power Stone.
Yeah.
I remember
Yep.
Power Stone on there. Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur was great.
Yeah. 23 watching us already. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Normally we're on Wednesday night, but we moved out of the way to let those guys do the Bianchi stuff last night. I didn't catch the stream, but you guys did something with Bianchi, or you're doing stuff with Bianchi, aren't you?
Yeah, so I don't know if the commission's already filled, but basically last night, Justin had Simone on, and they opened up, I think it was 15 spots.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah. 15.
Yeah, so
like APs or just commissions in general?
APs.
APs.
Okay.
Sketch card size.
Yep.
Nice.
And I think it's just a portrait, like only the heads, no full body.
Okay.
Yeah, the bust only.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the ones that he showed off last night were amazing. So I think me and Doom signed up, and I'm gonna go Magic, I think.
Oh, nice. That's different than what I would have guessed for you to pick.
I know, and
That'll be
because
sweet,
I have the Venom already, and I do love Magic, and I love his Magic from 18mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna go Wolverine, and then I was thinking maybe Deadpool, and then I decided to go a totally different direction and just pick someone off the beaten path.
Derp
Doom,
says
who are you going
AP,
with?
but bring your own card.
Bring your own card for sure.
Not
Oh
too
yeah,
bad.
bring your own card.
Not
Yeah,
too
you have to
bad.
send in your own blank.
Gotcha.
Yep.
If anybody's doing that and you need blanks, let me know. I got MentalCon blanks. They're really good. I can send them out to you. So
it's a good idea.
That way,
I
if you
did
don't
think
wanna go
about
spam-
Batman. I thought about Batman on a MentalCon sketch
shit, I didn't
stock.
think about that.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But then
So he's
I
not
was
he's
like,
not limiting you to just Marvel. Then he's letting you pick.
I don't think so. Nobody
Okay.
I don't know.
nobody said any rules.
Yeah, they didn't say rules.
I was thinking
Nice.
about Batman. You know, it would be really cool,
Hell
and
yeah.
maybe I'll. Well, shit. Now I put my foot in my mouth.
You started talking. You got to reveal it now.
Damn it! And it's not for me. Like it wouldn't be for me. But
Ninja Turtle.
yeah,
didn't
dude.
think
I was
about
just thinking
that.
that, dude.
Doom. Which turtle
You
would it
have
be?
to.
For me, it'd be Raphael. He was always my.
That's
favorite.
my second favorite, Raph.
All right.
My favorite is Mikey.
Mikey.
since I was-
Yeah, Mikey's cool.
Mikey would
Day
be
one.
so like that would
Nunchucks.
be a fun. Yeah.
I
Dude,
always
that'd be
wanted
really cool.
nunchucks since I remember going to like trying to find them around here. Like you can never find those. Whatever. Like we were going to thrift shopping and stuff. But yeah, Mikey always been my number one.
That would be really cool, by the way. The way he would do that would be insane.
Ooh, I would get the Last Ronin because it's Mikey
yeah.
in the darkest form. Imagine.
There you go. There you go.
I can't do it. I have to stick to Doom though, because
I know.
Relics Ash
But
is
I-
asking for your Insta. Derp says Donatello. For me, Leonardo. For me, Leonardo is like he's like Cyclops for me. Like he's the boss. Nobody really liked him that much. You know,
Yeah.
Hey,
everybody
listen,
wanted to do
we don't have to
something
bring
different.
Cyclops down just to bring up.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to bash Cyclops.
All right.
I mean,
Let's
but Leo
chill on
has-
the Cyclops.
He has
scene,
the
okay.
he has the blades, man. He's nice. I love TMNT. Like there's no wrong answer.
Oh, he's calling you out, Ash. You forgot him already.
You know
Oh,
what?
no.
Honestly, like April would be cool.
April.
Just anything that, yeah, it would. I mean,
Bebop, Rocksteady, like any villain.
dude,
like,
yeah, any of those would be sick.
If I ever get to have a second commission or like
With the way that he does
would
like
do
the
Ninja
watercolor and acrylic mix, where it creates those like little like moon-like craters, it would be sick on their skin and stuff. Like, yeah, that.
yeah.
What's up, Soul? No, Dan, you don't get your comments shared, man. That's terrible. Hashtag Team Cyclops. Listen to you.
Soul, jump in if you're not doing.
Can you send him? Can you send him? The
Yeah,
link?
yeah.
Well, I don't know. Wednesday nights he's usually got something going on, but it's Thursday
it's
night now.
Thursday.
So if he's available and he wants to come in,
Oh, look who's here, Elusive. Of course, Casey Jones. Like that's
Casey
like my third
Jones.
favorite.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That'd be sick.
Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, Ash is getting hit up Ash, if you got blanks, everybody wants to do deals with you, man. So, Dan, hashtag Team Cyclops here, revealed on Instagram and in the Discord his massive Ewan McGregor rainbow. That was freaking amazing.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Amazing. Like one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna see
on his Instagram.
Yeah,
Mr. Brightson. Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna get a domino sketch.
You know what's funny is I thought about Domino for a second. I thought about Domino and I was like, nah, because I was thinking like, what didn't he do on 2018? And so I kind of wanted something that he didn't already do, and I don't think he did a Domino on 2018.
Yeah, right.
So, but I don't know.
All right, let's see here.
My only other real option was Mystique, but I went for Doom.
Mystique would have been cool too.
So Dan went and did a thing.
So cool.
Not just a little thing either.
The complete
It's a pretty
rainbow.
big thing. I don't know all the colors, and I don't know all
auto
the
rainbow.
Here. Auto rainbow
on card auto rainbow.
On card, yep, auto rainbow of Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, including the 1-of-1.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I just noticed that. Massive. We were talking about this, and one of the guys in the Discord's like, what's the biggest one in there? And we were all voting, and we're like, yeah, pretty much him. And the other guy goes, I don't want to call him out because I don't want to hurt his feelings, but he said Anakin Skywalker. It's like, really? Hayden Christensen? Not even close. This year, probably the biggest character you could get from those first 3 movies to sign on a card.
Yeah, such a cool achievement, and Dan's a great guy. So
absolutely,
if you could give him a follow, a like.
Mr. Brightside Collectibles _ in between there. So give him a follow, give him a like.
He's the man.
So listen to this guy, you guys with the heart. Hey man,
Ali from Titan pulled the orange 1-1.
Oh, so the orange is 1-1. Nice.
Yep.
It's very, very nice. Great collection. Great way to kind of build up that Star Wars set.
I've only opened one Star Wars related box.
Yeah.
Which was the Mandalorian, I think it's Topps Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled a redemption auto for the guy who plays Boba Fett. I'm still waiting.
Oh, that's cool.
Invite. So I sent you an invite. If you can join, you're more than welcome, man. But I know you're out doing stuff with the wifey, so. Yeah, it's I've done a couple different ones. I've done like the Topps regular. I've done the Topps Chrome, like the Andor boxes. I've done a couple of the Topps Chrome Blacks. Those are really nice. Little pricey for what you get out of there, but I haven't pulled anything big though. But Will, you pulled a couple decent things out of some boxes of Topps.
I pulled the Aqua at a 199 Hera from the Ahsoka series line, and then nice. I did the at a 25 Anakin orange from Topps Chrome.
Good one there.
Yeah.
So
that was actually from the same box, and the other box I didn't really hit anything good.
And shout out to Will on the Spidey deal, Dan says.
Yeah, we did a deal for that Spider-Man Shadow Box.
The one you picked
2017. Yeah, Marvel Premiere.
Oh, the one you posted?
Is that on your IG?
Yeah, that's on my IG.
There too. I like how you I like how you do the watermarking.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be different than.
Well, it gives the card a nice. It focuses everything on the card. There's nothing.
Yeah, it gives it some depth. Yeah.
I was working and then I went to Instagram and the music started blasting. I forgot it was all the way.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I was like, what is going on?
And of course, it's like Meek as soon as he starts.
As soon as he starts.
I try and use the clean versions of everything. I try, but then some of them.
You gotta use.
All right, you guys gotta deal with it.
No, I was ready to go after that. I woke up quick.
Yeah. So you got 2017 Premiere?
2017 Premiere.
Nice.
These are pretty cool. There's not that many copies out there of each card. And this was one that I've had my eye on for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So
it's not the same poses or anything, but it reminds me of the Moonbryon.
Dude, so that's kind of what drew my attention to it. And the first time I was like, man, this is just like a no-brainer to me, As a Spidey fan, like you kind of have to,
sure.
yeah.
No, it's cool looking card.
And I think it's one of the better ones in my collection, so definitely happy to add it.
Yeah, awesome, man. Nice ad.
Yeah, I think you posted like a Ghost Rider not too long ago, right?
Yeah, the Ghost Rider's cool too.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Ghost Rider. Where's that one? Got it right there. Let me throw that up. Let me throw that one.
I think the last like 4, I did a Black Cat, the Ghost Rider, the Green Goblin.
Well, I'm on the Ghost Rider here, so I'll go back to a couple of the other ones here.
No.
So let me go back here to. All right, so there's Spidey. Then we got the Goblin.
I finally figured out how to do the photo after like the 4th one. These are actually really hard to photograph.
Yeah. Because especially with it being in the One Touch too, you get the glare.
Yeah,
on the One Touch.
Yeah,
it's pretty. It's pretty tough.
Yeah. That's cool, Panther.
That's sick.
Dude, that one is really cool.
It looks like kind of like an old school like propaganda style poster you'd see like taped onto a wall.
So I wish I could show the backs of all these on the same thing, but then I have to make a reel and it's just like too annoying. I figured just put it up the front and then someone can look at the back. But it actually has the original painting on the back. So
when you make your post, you should be able to just select multiple photos.
Yeah, but then you can't add the music. And gotcha. I think Instagram likes the music on for the algorithm.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that one's sick.
That's pretty badass.
So yeah, if you flip it over on the back, and I'll post in the Discord or something.
Ooh, Oak. That's his girl now.
There's some. I mean, that's my favorite PMG of. She-Hulk.
Now we're just gonna be here all night just looking through Melfi's.
That's a nice one. I really like that one.
That is.
I like that one too. All right, we don't have to look at this.
I'm stuck on it now.
Too much. You guys could go.
Too much will. Too much will. He's like, I'm
too
out.
Much. Is the 2017? Is that insert set the one that has the Mystique and the Piet Mondrian? With like all the blockish colors.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the classic art. Yep.
Nice.
I think that was the first year for the classic art. I'm not 100% sure.
It's got to be that one.
Song says Deadpool, Spider-Man, Colossus are sick. William wants to know if you're selling that Ghost Rider.
Not for sale right now. I hate that. That was the first time I've experienced like looking at my cards with other people. That was weird. I didn't love that.
Wow, man, you got some nice stuff.
It's kind of. Did you get butterflies in your tummy?
Yeah, it's like when you like turn on a song, like, and you're just hoping that people like the same shit as you.
Like the song?
You know? Yeah. That's kind of how it felt just now, and I hated it.
No, that's pretty cool, man.
No,
but yeah.
I mean, you want to put up the Venom bow tie? We can look at that too,
No, nobody needs to see that.
Nah, we won't.
Isn't that
we
the
like
weirdest
the 28
thing
people
ever,
that are
dude?
still here watching. We can't be scaring them away.
It is the weirdest sketch of all time, legit.
Well, Will sent me a little something. I'll pull up my extra camera here. This makes it a little easier to see the cards. So, Will, hi guys, how you doing? Double Nathan, you don't want that. Let's go here. So Will sent me a card because he's a jerk and has to troll.
I did.
Buyback.
I got Nathan a buyback.
Oh, nice.
Got me a freaking buyback. Black Cat.
I like that card though.
It's a nice card. Yeah.
You're a buyback collector?
Ultra Spider-Man.
Awesome.
And this is in the 2017 Flare Ultra Spider-Man set, right? That the buyback.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I like the stamp on the front.
The tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that they did that with like the fatter tick body as opposed to more of like a spider body. But I mean,
can't win them all.
It's just homage to the old school the old school chest
Spidey.
logo. Yeah. I did pick up. You guys know I'm an action figure guy, so I did pick up a couple.
Yeah.
Target's got a new line out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Here, let me.
Are you
let me
gonna
kill
keep it
this one.
sealed?
No, shit, no. Really.
Well, I don't know.
Really?
That box is pretty
No.
cool.
It is. But if I could find them later on like clearance, then I will. But they only had 2 left, so I didn't want to miss out on them either. So Jessica Drew's Spider Woman there and the black suit. That's really sweet. I dig it. That's gonna look good on the Spidey shelf. And then this one I picked up was the Elektra.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Dawn in the Daredevil outfit. She got the sigh there. So yeah, those are gonna be nice ones to add to the collection.
Yeah, you gotta break them out the packaging.
Gotta play with them, man. That's how
I'll show you one I got a couple weeks ago. You know.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Nike.
Nice.
The Super 7, basically like the old school
is sick.
Playmates, but they make them like 7-inch or 6-inch. I don't know. Those are cool.
So when was that manufactured? Like recently, or that was from?
Yeah, like a couple, either last year or something. Super
It kind
7.
of has like the old school vibe to it, though.
Yeah, they basically remake the old school.
Okay,
Have
that's cool.
you picked up any of the new ones that are out that match up with the new animated stuff?
I want some. Yeah, I've been dabbling and looking at them, but yeah, it's gonna happen.
My kids and I went to the stores today, and I saw that they had those there, and I'm like, not my turtles though. I want old school looking turtles.
I see that, yeah.
But I'm hoping maybe I can hit up a yard sale at some point in time and find some myself, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But
I would like to get all the old school Playmates.
Those would be cool. Was it you that was talking in Discord the other day that who is it? That somebody played Super Shredder? I forget who you said though.
No, that was what's my man's name? William?
Was William saying that somebody? Yeah, William. Who were you saying played Super Shredder? Let us know in the chat. I forget.
It was a wrestler.
But to me, it was odd. It was like it didn't make sense in my head, like that person would play Super
Nash.
Oh, Kevin Nash from.
Nash.
Oh
WWF.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, other than the height, to make him bigger, that makes sense. But I was just like, that didn't make sense to me. Like that would be the. Did he do the full acting of it, or was it just he played those roles when they needed the height for the character? Yeah, interesting.
I just started rewatching the first movie yesterday. So now Paramount Plus. If anybody wants to watch all the turtle stuff, it's over there.
Casey Jones.
So the new one came out tonight?
No, yeah, I think the new one is out already.
Oh, it is? The one that Seth Rogen did?
Yeah. I'm waiting for digital.
That's the animated one, right?
Yeah.
I definitely want to watch that one eventually, but I'll wait until it comes out. Guardians is out, right? On Disney Plus? Or okay.
Yesterday, I believe they added it. Yeah.
Did you guys watch Secret Invasion?
I did.
I did not.
You did not? Oh, well,
I don't mind though, because I'm not gonna watch it.
You're not gonna watch it?
I'm not gonna watch it.
What'd you think of it, Doom?
Spoilers for anybody who didn't watch it and is gonna watch it.
If you didn't watch it, it's your own fault.
Yeah, there you go.
Tim, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, fellas?
Oh, what's up, Tim? What's good?
You just popping in like that.
I enjoyed the first episodes, but the last one kind of wasn't that.
The last episode was a little like, why did they do that sort of?
Yeah, it just
because Fury wouldn't have known that was going to be the outcome. But yeah, I don't know. And they were. It seemed like the first 2 episodes were longer, and then they got shorter as it went on.
That's what it felt like. It felt like it was rushed at the end, and they just cleaned it all up. Okay,
but we got Loki's coming out in October, I think, for the second season of Loki.
Okay.
So that'll be pretty good, I think. Across the Spider-Verse comes out on digital on August 8th. Physical September. Nice.
I'm waiting for the 8th. I haven't watched it.
I went and saw it with my daughter because those of you that have watched the show or know, I fell asleep when I finally watched the first one. I fell asleep during it because just storyline wise, it didn't draw me in. Like the animation was great, but it just didn't draw me in and keep me engaged.
Guy's a Spidey hater, man. It's just
no. I can't. I told you I came out of Across the Spider-Verse, and I said it was the best Spider-Man movie I have ever seen.
You did.
So
not yet.
What do you mean?
You got to stick the landing. Awesome film.
I still haven't seen it.
They got to finish it.
I still have not seen it yet, so I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. But the first one was amazing.
Ash said Loki was the only one that he likes and can rewatch. There you go.
I gotta watch that one too.
Loki was the best.
I agree. It's the only
one I liked WandaVision though. I thought that one
was good.
Yeah.
The first
it wasn't rewatchable though.
The first couple episodes, I was like, "What the hell are they doing here?"
I liked it though, because it gave you that I Love Lucy vibes, and then like you would get like the little glitchy parts, and then you're like, okay, there's something crazy.
Yeah, each episode was a new,
I love that
TV show.
Progression.
Me too, and I also love that they took such a chance on a show like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would rather them like leap big and fail than just do the same old stuff over and over and over again.
Nah.
Moon Knight was great.
It was fun.
Yeah, Moon Knight was cool.
Yeah. There's too many dimensions, Swami.
Yeah.
But Loki was the best.
Elizabeth was
I think so too. I think Loki was the best, and it's the most rewatchable one. Like I can rewatch it and still enjoy it. WandaVision, I feel like you had to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Watching that, there was so much around that show. Us not having MCU content for such a long time, coming off of Endgame, waiting so long.
Being in COVID, so you're stuck at home.
Everyone was watching WandaVision, and everyone was trying to figure out what is going
on. Yeah.
But like once you get all the reveals, it's like it kind of loses a little bit of its luster. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So Swami being Swami here. Moon Knight was fun, you cranky bastards, and back to the honeys.
Back to the honeys.
Why? My wife had to have the alligator Loki Funko Pop. The alligator. Yeah. Oh, you gotta hit him up, man. Send him a message.
Nah, you're never.
We gave one away, right? Justin gave.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So
that one was crazy though, Tim.
I appreciate it, man.
That one was crazy.
No, that's ridiculous.
Crushing it, bro.
That was insane.
Amazing.
Yeah, that Spider-Man one almost didn't get shipped out. My wife wanted to keep it.
Really?
I did.
You almost had to make a new one.
I love what you did with the white borders on those.
What you said?
I like what you did with the white borders on those.
Oh yeah, so it's this trick that I stole from Dave Palumbo.
Oh really?
Dave does the same thing. He'll use painter's tape.
Frames it, yeah.
And then you'll frame it, and because
then you peel off the paint.
Yeah, because it's acrylic, and you'll see Melfi once you get yours. The paint sits right on top of the card. It's almost like its own layer.
That's
nice.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Marvel Marshall says he loved Punisher. I haven't seen that yet, but it's on my watch list because I want to finish.
When did that come out?
Yet.
That's the Netflix.
Punisher's already been out.
Yeah,
I think they're coming back, but
it was before the Disney Plus stuff. It was Punisher.
Oh, okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
And the Daredevil.
I thought maybe a new one came out or something. And
I think he's supposed to be coming back though.
Bernthal is right.
Yeah.
If we're talking all Marvel shows, then none of the Disney Plus stuff hold a candle to the Netflix Punisher and Daredevil. It's next level stuff, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I did finish Nate's sketch.
Yeah. And he's like, "You want to see it?" I'm like, "I kind of want to do a blind reveal if that's okay."
That's sick.
I'm gonna send it to you, Melfi. I'm gonna send it to you. I'll send it to Melfi.
All right. But I'm not gonna show any emotion. Then I'm just gonna give you the like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armando, my tracking says Monday for mine.
We'll see if how good my poker face is, I guess.
Yeah. I told and part of the reasons why I'm not taking any commissions is I'm still trying to figure stuff out just on the card stock and how to approach things, and females is always tricky to do. I think the 90s kid in me is like make them very bombastic and voluptuous, and then like modern, older Tim is like, I want to do something a little bit more realistic as opposed to that style. So it's tough.
Yeah. Derpa says Punisher's coming back and Daredevil is going to be rated mature and F8. Wow. That's good.
So that'll be Disney Plus rated mature though?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
I hope that they do more of that. For the characters that need it, you know what I mean?
Swam says watch Blade 1 and 2 this week. That's good.
I gotta rewatch Blade.
We got you, man. I knew what you meant. Yeah. You have unlearned what you have learned. Some advice from Ash Gonzalez. You have to unlearn what you have learned. So, but Tim and Melfi doing picture looking. Nah, cool, man.
Wait, quick! Everybody stare at Melfi.
No, don't stare at me.
He gets.
Don't stare at me. I don't like that. I'll just keep my head down like this for a while. You actually made me. I'll remember that, bro. Wait till you get on Mario Kart. Yeah, it's over for you.
Yep, I'll remember that. When I'm in last place, I keep hitting that lightning bolt.
Yeah, it can't be worse than the AI, dude. They love that lightning bolt. As soon as I go up on a ramp, they're like, lightning.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and it's always like that last lap too. They're like, give everybody that's in the back the best stuff, and you're just like, seriously, and you know it's happening. Yep. So, news today that dropped: Panini suing Fanatics. I know it's not Marvel
over
card
like
related.
An antitrust.
For antitrust, yeah, saying they're trying to monopolize and take over basically the entire card industry and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, as long as they're Raphael, I'll be good to go.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, so that's kind of crazy. I mean, I figured Panini would get a little pissy at some point in time. I guess they've been.
I mean, they basically did take over. You know.
Well, they've been like scalping employees and stuff from Panini and stuff too.
Yeah,
and they went and signed individual licenses with top draft picks before the draft, so that way now Panini's products won't have like the best players' autographs in them.
Wait, who did they get? Victor or who?
Yeah,
they got Lawrence.
Is that right? The
did
French
they get Arch Manning?
Yep, they got Arch. Yep.
Yeah, they got. I don't know how to say his last name. The basketball player.
Yeah,
Victor.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I don't know. I wonder what's going to happen in that situation. It'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds.
I guess it was funny because like part of the article that I read on Reuters was that part of their argument was that Fanatics is signing long-term exclusive contracts with like the major sports groups. It's like that's the exact same thing you did. So it's like you currently own an exclusive long-term contract that just happens to expire in the next year and a half.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they can always sign a deal with like the Players Association and produce cards without the team logos.
That's what they do that's what Panini does with baseball right now.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I've always liked top sets better though. So
they're losing LeBron though, Armando. LeBron I think is bouncing over to Fanatics. Topps to be with his son because his son signed exclusively with I believe it was Topps or Fanatics or something like that.
Oh wow.
So Upper Deck changed the wording in their Lorcana lawsuit. Outmaneuvered. Sounded like Upper Deck outmaneuvered them pretty well. Yeah.
That'll be an interesting one too, because I saw pre-orders went up for Lorcana today. So
did they?
Yeah, I don't know if that means that they'll delay it or what, but
yeah. So I mean, I wonder if they, with the lawsuit or with the set being scheduled to release for Lorcana, I wonder if the court will issue like a stay to kind of keep that from happening until they settle everything.
Yeah, unless
that's usually
I don't know how it works.
Interesting. But you guys want to do some masterpieces math? I know it's been beaten to. I know the horse has been beaten so much this week, right?
Yeah, let's see.
But what we're going to talk about with the masterpieces math is not the overall, a little bit of the print run stuff, but not a lot of it. More so just what's new in the set. And that's what we primarily want to focus on, is what is new in the set. Keep in mind, the name of the color is irrelevant. It's all about the serial numbering. So like the name of the colors here in this second column, in the B column, but that number is irrelevant because I believe one of these inserts, the name insert was in last 2020 set, but the serial numbering this year is different for it. So what I did is I went through 2020's checklist and 2022's checklist. I got rid of everything that was the same. So that way we can see just the stuff that is new to the set itself. Swami's like, yes, do masterpieces math. All right, Swami, we'll do our masterpieces math. Sorry, Tim, I'm covering you up there. Let me drop myself down here.
Nah, you're all good.
Nobody needs to see my face. You're the famous artist, so
I'm not. I'm really not.
All right, so the first 90 here, these are all the emerald green foils. These are out of 25. So these are base parallels out of 25. So there's 90 of those. They're not tiered in any way, shape, or form. So tier 1 through tier 4 are all out of 25. Next on the checklist, we have the Battle Spectrum gems, have the red parallel. Again, the name of the parallel is irrelevant. All that's relevant is what the serial numbering on it is. There's 15 of those, numbered out of 50. We have the green auto parallel. Those are numbered out of 10, 15 of those. We have the 101s. Those are, of course, out of 101, the golds. Those are all brand new this year versus what was in 2020 set. Canvas Gallery reds out of 149. That the out of 149 is a brand new variation of the cards this year for the Canvas Gallery. The out of 10s and the 101s are all brand new. This one here is the one that really causes or could cause the debates in how many boxes there are. It's the holofoils have a base holofoil. This is not that parallel. This is a unserialized parallel of the holofoil. So you have the holofoils, you have the holofoil checkerboards, which are unserialized. We don't know the count on it unless you know how many boxes there are and the odds of pulling it. Then there is, I think it's the speckles and the kaleidoscopes are the other two parallels for the holofoils. Because again, I removed everything from the checklist that wasn't new. And then we have the preserved in ambers, which that entire run is brand new. So we have the out of 50. There's 90 of them. That's your base preserved in amber. We have the orange parallel out of 15. Your color parallel there. You have your red 101s. So 90 of each of those, plus however many there are. So what that brings us to is brand new cards in the set, just going into the set. There's 10,705 cards that we can account for. This does not account for any of or the unknown number of holofoil checkerboards. Just want to make that clear. The checkerboards aren't included in this count because we don't know them yet. Any assumption on that is just an estimate, no matter how you look at it. Unless Upper Deck says we printed this many boxes, they can give you box odds all day long, and you can get close, but it's just an assumption. We know based on the checklist that we're potentially losing 1,800 cards from tier 3 what ifs, right? There's 18 cards in that set of tier 3, 100 fewer cards each. 2020 was out of 499. The checklist says out of 399, so we lose 1,800 cards there. So new cards going in, again, not accounting for the holofoil checkerboards, 8,905 new cards, not boxes, new cards. We know we're losing approximately 2/3 of the sketches because the pull rates go down to 1 in 3 boxes versus every box. So if we assume, and I'm using the set data from the Mini Lopo database checklist that's out there for this assumption, 11,000 boxes, I rounded up from 10,800. We lose about 7,260 sketch cards. That leaves us with 1,645 accountable cards. Again, not including the checkerboards or the checkerboards. If we assume 12,000 boxes were printed in 2020 and we lose 2/3 of those sketches, we lose 7,900 sketches essentially. And we get 900 and was that 985 additional cards plus the checkerboards. So you can see it's a pretty negligible amount. When we're looking at that, if we take that higher number at 1645 and we divide it by 36, we're getting about 46 additional boxes added to the print run. Now, of course, you add the checkerboards in there, you assume a number. If you get one per box and you had 11,000, that's still only 11,000 cards. It's still a very small increase in the print run. Because again, 11,000 cards is only 305 additional boxes. That's not a lot, man.
Yeah. I think last night Fasto said that most likely the out of 399 was a typo and it should be out of 499.
Yeah, I think that they're guessing it's a typo. Again, this number is just based on if the checklist is completely accurate and some small assumptions. And again, to me the math looks like it's so negligible that the increase it's not that big of an increase over what the previous 2-3 masterpiece releases were. I've seen people throw numbers of 18,000 out there for the print run, and honestly, to me, there's just absolutely nothing that can substantiate that. When you're talking 10,705 new cards plus the holofoil checkerboards, and that's all you're adding to the set, regardless of what you take away, you're just not adding anything to that. So if you go 12,000 boxes and you up that to 18, that's an additional. That's 6,000 boxes at 36 cards. You'd need to print an additional 216,000 cards in order to increase that. There's just nothing to substantiate some of those numbers people are throwing around. So,
how many holofoils are in the subset this year? 20, right?
There's 20. Yeah, there's 20 holofoils in the subset.
I wonder if the checkerboard is like a retail parallel because it's not numbered. Did they announce retail for this?
No, there is no retail. Yeah, there's no retail. So it's just an unnumbered parallel. So it's not going to be as common. So if you get one holofoil per box, like a base holofoil.
So just to put it in perspective, on 11,000 boxes, it was around 540 per character of the base holofoils.
Okay. Yeah, because
even if you cut it in half for the checkered, let's say, or 300 per card.
I mean, you're still
how
looking
many boxes are you
5,000 to 6,000 of them. Yeah, you're adding 5,000 to 6,000 cards. So if we just call it 6,000 again, you're adding 167 boxes basically. It's just not enough to difference. It's not enough to make a huge difference there. And if you're saying 167 or 167 boxes, 12 boxes, that's only 14 cases. I mean, it's not that much that's being added to the set, guys.
Sounds like it's going to be similar to 2020.
Yeah. And to answer Ash's question, I would imagine that even given like the price of the boxes, not only are sketch cards more rare, I'd imagine they'll go for quite a bit on eBay too.
Yeah, and in reality, my opinion is they should be going for more. That's my own personal opinion. That's not, trying to tell you guys pay more for sketches. If you don't think the sketch is worth it, don't buy the damn thing.
Sure.
If you think the sketch is worth it, pay what you think it's worth. Because it is original art at the end of the day.
Can I have a bone to pick a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Not with like the box, the numbers or whatever. I dislike it when from insert to insert, like a green is out of 25 and then it's out of 10 and then it's out of something else. Like, can we just normalize what a color is from set to set? Like it drives me crazy because there's enough colors in the rainbow that you could just make reds out of 99 or 100 or whatever. Like,
because golds used to be the standard bearer of one of ones, right? Because here we got gold spectrums,
right? And then they're black in some products, and then they're red. Purple
they're red
in some
down
products.
Here.
It's like
purple.
Maybe if you want to change from set to set, then fine. Like I kind of get it. But
red spectrums are one of ones too. I mean, I understand the red. It's weird. The amber one is the one that kind of threw everything off because they go from 50 to 15 and then one of ones. So
Like there's no consistency in the serial number in between the inserts either, right?
It just makes
colors,
it hard, like when you're opening even to like you have to always look at the back, and that drives me crazy. It's like I want to just be able to know, okay, greens are out of 10. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a personal thing, but it kind of drives me crazy. And I think I mean, I always think about like a new person coming into the hobby. It would make it really hard to understand like how to follow Marvel cards in general.
So I mean, I would say no to that, because even if each pack has a serialized card, I don't think that's what's happening. Like when we watch these Masterpiece box breaks, not every pack has a base card in it. Some have additional inserts because of the pull rates and stuff like that. I mean, you can get pretty close, but I mean, even if I think I did add up the numbers, and when I added up like the serialized base stuff, it was like 7,000 and something base cards, tier 1 through tier 4. So the math doesn't add up to what everybody else is saying 2020's print run was. Like whether it's 10,800, whether it's 12,000, whether it's 50,000. The math isn't even close to those numbers if you only account for the base cards. That's the downside to the argument, because you do have to take sub assumptions in there with the unserialized stuff. You do have to take some assumptions with it to come to an educated guess at how many were printed.
Yeah, and I know the base.
Sorry, go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I know the base is serialized, but I'm trying to remember if there was like a pack that I got like 3 gold foil.
I think it would be like a gold foil on the front, a gold foil on the back, and then like a hollow or a BSG canvas in the middle, right? Or a canvas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have seen those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see Upper Deck. I would love to see Panini. I would love to see Fanatics. Each individually in their respective areas come to something that cross sets. Like these inserts are going to be serialized this way, or the 101s are at least always this color across the board.
Yeah, just Upper Deck, like Marvel cards should just kind of have a standard.
I think they've done that set per set.
Nick, what's up, man?
Right, I don't mind if it's different set to set, but even here we have emerald green out of 25, and then
which
green
is new, right? It doesn't.
Yeah,
I guess emerald. But then you have the autos for the Battle Spectrum gems.
And maybe they do look that much different that it's complete, like it doesn't maybe you could just tell, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
But like
just
FUA,
reading the checklist, it's hard.
Yeah, FUA, the burgundies didn't look that much different than the reds.
Right.
And if you if you look at the inserts, those weren't autographed. At least with the base cards, they were autographed when you talked about the reds versus the burgundy. But with the inserts, you had to flip it over, because like if you have any sort of shade issues at all with your eyes, you can't see it. There's no real substantial difference.
I just think I'm just trying to think from like if I was coming into Marvel cards today, and I'm watching a box getting opened, like I think I would get confused pretty quick.
Yeah, right.
Honestly.
Yeah,
for sure. So now, Melfi, I know you bought a couple boxes. Doom, did you end up getting? You got a couple boxes too, right?
Yeah.
And then I personally have said I'm not going to buy a physical box. I'm going to wait till EPAC or ComC and build my set out that way. When we've talked about in the past, like building the base set, if that's what you want to do. That tier 4 is the toughest one out of 99, but you can get the purple out of 199. And like
it's not the same.
It's a different. I know.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
I hate that because
same
like,
art.
I want it all to look the same. Like if you're gonna do a set, you want it all to be the same color, right? That's my wish before all of this was they would bump up tier 4s to 199. But I understand people want to keep the rarity in there. So yeah, if you're going for full sets modern Masterpiece, good luck.
Now, I am kind of happy that they don't have a retail version. Like I've talked before, like they could do a retail version on a thinner cardstock, unserialized, maybe have its own inserts like they've done with some of these other sets. But I think in a way it's nice because it keeps it a hobby-only exclusive product. It is, like Will has said, the flawless or the national treasures of the Marvel stuff, of the Marvel products. So what up, Lewis? How you doing, man?
Yo.
But
damn, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing about new like colors and parallels, you get to be more creative and tackle it differently.
Yeah.
You have more options. So
I do like the BGS's autograph variations. I feel like that was kind of a no-brainer, me personally. And then like, you know, when Lewis got his sign, I was like, why haven't they done this? Like, this is like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan that we're potentially looking at less sketches for the product. I mean, that's disappointing. But if it keeps it to good sketches from good artists, then I'm all for that. Versus
art is subjective.
Bow tie Venoms.
Nathan, you got to be PC about it.
It is. I don't got to be PC about it. If I don't like it, I don't like it, man. Chris, that's simple.
Tim is in the community now. You can't be...
I'm not going out and buying.
He's got to rep for the artist.
Yeah, exactly.
I do feel. So to Melfi's point, I feel like the guaranteed sketch is a staple for Marvel Masterpiece, and for them not to do that is not only a disservice to the collectors but also to the artists.
Yeah. Could you imagine Premiere not putting sketches in the tins? Or only one
that
every
set
3
just
tins is
doesn't
going to get a
exist.
sketch?
That set doesn't exist.
Yeah,
don't exist. Yeah,
but no, to your point, like I'm sure I'm with everyone. You know, Ash is in the chat. Ash has been posting some of the stuff that he's been doing, and it's ridiculous.
Incredible
artwork. But what are the chances of me pulling that are so slim? Makes me want to not even touch the product. I started buying. He posted like Into the Spider-Verse cards, sketch cards. They didn't even make it into the set. I didn't even know.
Oh man, those were like the best.
And I bought like 3 boxes, thinking like, oh, at least I have a shot at one of his sketch cards.
Yeah.
And then someone told me like, oh, I don't think it's in the set. I was like,
yeah, what happened to those? Like, I wanted one of those. Like, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. The sketch thirst is real. This is true.
I mean, sketches are tough. Like, ever since even back in the day, from what I hear from the OGs, like the Rittenhouse stuff, you would have to buy like cracking cases to get like the best sketches. Yeah. So it's there's a reason. There's people like Matt Fuller, but there's not a lot of those. Like, it's too much. It's a crazy grind to get.
Yeah, much love to Matt too. He's at a wedding party tonight, so hopefully he's out there on the dance floor tearing it up.
Man, talk about right place at the right time. He was just collecting at the right time, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was more than collecting. Like, he's got
his catalog is crazy.
That's the perfect word for it, a catalog.
Over 15,000 sketches. I mean, that's
he's awesome though, because like I love talking with Matt because he's like he's just an encyclopedia of knowledge, you know what I mean? Like he just knows, and he could like, because I haven't been around for that long, so when I need to like contextualize something, I could like go to him and be like, okay, how actually rare is this, you know what I mean? And he'll give you it straight. Like he's the best when it comes to
look at this guy. We start talking masterpieces and look who finally shows up for the show.
What up?
That's how we just got to bring out the word masterpieces 3 times. Lewis appears.
Like the fucking candy man.
Baba Yaga. What's up, Beetle?
So I was logging in a PSA sub and I really just couldn't jump on. So let me get this shit out of the way and then I'll jump on, chill with y'all for a little bit.
All right, man. Sounds good.
But yeah, no, I think Masterpieces is going to be really fun. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to seeing the art, and I really want to see, like, Dan posted another painting today, and I mean, every single one just seems to be getting like better and better, which I love. I just wish that they would release some more images at this point. They
need to just start pumping their own stuff.
Yeah, do some content around it. Like go on Twitch and do 30 minutes on Twitch and do like a big reveal of 3 paintings per week until the release. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it doesn't take that much effort, and it's just or even an Instagram post if you really want to just do something real quick and easy. But at this point, I think people deserve to know what they're buying, and the checklist really helps, and it's awesome. But I would love to see more images of it.
Here's my thing though, not to defend Upper Deck because I don't defend them at all, but like if it's right around the corner, do you want to see everything?
I don't want to. Maybe not everything. No, that's a good point. Maybe not everything.
Because they have showed like 2 or 3 versions of each parallel.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe you don't want to see everything. I'm trying to think of like what other, like what sports does. I don't know. Sports, you don't get anything.
None of them do anything, man.
But you don't. They don't have to, right? Because like, to Melfi's point, there's consistency at least with the sets when it comes to sports cards. You know when Prism's coming out. You know when Flawless hits. You know when National Treasures hits for your given sport. I think what a misstep for Upper Deck is that they don't advertise. You know, they got these big deals with Target. They got these deals with all these other people, and I don't see any advertisement for any of their sets.
Why am I getting M&M advertisement on the back or in a comic book? Why is that not advertising Masterpieces is coming up in September of 2023 or August of 2023?
Yeah,
you know,
and print advertising is really down. Like you can get your stuff in print advertising pretty affordably now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I think that there's opportunities to make it like a fun, like celebration,
hype it up.
You know, set. Yeah. Like, and that's what it really is. Like, we haven't had Fleer Retro since 2015, right? So I think that Masterpieces has kind of taken that mantle of being like the biggest set in Marvel, right?
Yeah. That being said, like if they would just give an official release date, like, you know, a lot of people would be grateful to know that.
So that's
right now
that's
we're all
true.
depending on David Adams and everybody else date.
If you had to pick one set per quarter, like they can release as many other sets as they wanted, but they're one major set per quarter. So you had to pick 4. What 4 sets would you be picking for those major releases each quarter?
Are we like making up sets or sets that are already in the
sets that already exist? Sets that already exist. Not like, hey, what would be my perfect set that I would build out? But
right, I'm not like saying I want another Fleer Retro.
Like, that's something that's been in the wheelhouse. They've made it. They can still make it if they wanted to. Which 4 sets would you pick?
That's a great idea, Nate, because like wrestling does it too. They have the big 4 pay-per-views that the whole year is kind of centered around that.
Yeah,
and you know exactly when that set comes out every year because it's the same.
You know when SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. You know when those. You know they get the most viewerships, right?
Yep.
Masterpiece is definitely one
Masterpieces,
of them, but it doesn't happen every year.
Yeah, would you want a yearly or every, like, even let's say like every other year cycle, right? You would
so even if it's an every other year cycle, maybe they come out every 6 months, so that way they are on an every other year cycle.
You would need a Masterpiece. You would need a metal product.
100%.
You would need a Fleer Ultra product
and Premiere.
And the Ultra product, you would say that probably could be a retro versus an Ultra, right?
Well, I don't know.
You can interchangeably swap those.
Yeah, you can vary.
Interchange every other year.
Like I would almost switch out metal and Fleer Retro every other year or something.
Yeah, so like you could do 1 year, you could do 2 sets of metal, or a set of metal and a set of retro. The next year, do a different set of retro and a different set of metal.
I mean, I personally love 2015.
Yeah, I feel like that's discontinued. Like if this hasn't been produced since 2015, like
we should forget about it. I like Flair personally.
Maybe have a retro every like 2 or 3 years, like a Masterpiece product.
Mm-hmm.
Where you introduce a lot of the legacy inserts in new formats. Like that would be nice every 2 to 3 years.
I mean, because it sure does seem like they want to do Masterpieces every couple years. They just don't. They don't have the desire, I guess, maybe to plan it out properly.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's production costs and it's budgets, and then it's like they probably get their budget for the year, and then they got to map out what sets they're gonna. You know how much they're going to allocate
for a year and a half. Yeah. I mean, Simone said it yesterday. He was like, "I would do another Masterpiece set, but I need more time."
Yeah, I agree with Derpa. 3 to 4 years. Let the artist really focus in.
I would love that, and I would wait for that if it was like amazing art and artists, and you get the top of the top. Like, I think it's worth waiting for, right?
I could do every 3 years for a masterpiece set.
Imagine like they have more time to do APs too. Like, what if they produce? Like, it would be.
I think every 3 years just gives that current masterpiece set time to marinate and really gel into the hobby before Upper Deck comes clobbering a whole new artist, new vibe, new theme. You know what I mean?
And let your wallet heal too, because it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
you could also plan, like you could really plan too, which I'm sure people do now already.
Yeah, we had a set schedule. It would be easier to budget for.
Right.
You know, like
you know that in August, every third year, you're gonna have to save up for it or whatever. You know,
just like a vacation. You know, just like things you enjoy.
What about Black Diamond or like an exquisite set? I feel like
there's so many good
ones. We need a Marvel Gems 2 is what we need. So you can get the exquisite love. We need a set that's pretty much majority females. You're gonna have some of the top male characters as like, high-end inserts and
Easter eggs.
Yeah, we need a nice female base set. I think that would be with all original artwork, none of that, copy and paste
art. I don't have room for this many binders.
But I would love that.
Gems would be really cool.
So you can do the same layout.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it the same. Just change up the art and give us original art instead of comic art. Because Gems has art all over the places, dude. Like a Psylocke has maybe 4 or 5 different arts in the set. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just keep it clean. Just if you want to do the different colors and all that, that's cool.
Because I was counting up the domino cards in the masterpieces set for this release, and I think it's 21 different versions of that same card. That includes 101s, printing plates, everything. 21 different versions of that card. I was just like, holy crap.
Wait, in the beginning or where?
No, in masterpieces.
Nate, I don't want to hear you complain. I'm a Thanos collector. And I'm maxed out. He got 1 card and he's tier 4.
Look, I don't. I feel bad for Tim. I don't feel bad for the Spider-Man guys. I don't feel bad.
I feel bad for those are my homies.
You guys have been clamoring.
I feel bad for them. I feel bad for all Spider-Man collectors because everyone.
Thank you,
Tim.
It's not.
The challenge is fun. The challenge is fun.
It is.
Luckily, my other PC guys are 3 and below, so I'm Gucci. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I think Moon Knight's like a tier 1. That's gonna be like easy peasy, bro.
I think
Black Panther's a tier 3. Oh shit, no, damn, Venom's a tier 4 too.
You guys,
I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a grind, bro. It's gonna be tough.
I feel if you're a Spidey collector, you need a little challenge. You deserve to get a little challenge.
Yeah. If you want the top pinnacle characters, bro, you gotta hustle for it. It can't be easy.
Yeah, they gotta squeeze you like a little bit.
You know what it is? I don't think Thanos has ever been a tier 4, and then it's like a month ago, I decided to be a character collector.
Oh man!
They released the checklist.
That's Doom in 2016. They made him a tier 4.
Doom, you must be excited, right? To get some Doom love.
I'm excited just to get some new Doom artwork. That's not from like Europe, from Panini, because that's what we had the last couple of years.
But there you go, Swami. That's not bad. Swami's like,
wait, is Doom not banned in the Panini products?
No.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but going back to what you guys were saying, I would be fine if we did MM every 2 years, we did Gems every 2 years, and then 1 year we have one or the other.
Yeah.
And then Premiere.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know what other big set you kind of swap out every 2 years. Maybe
AB every year and different like four like staples.
Yeah,
a different alternate. Yeah,
and then you get 1 metal and you get 1 Fleer a year.
Yeah, Swami said, maybe do a special retro set every 5 years. I think that works out good because you get enough time to create something
to build up.
Yeah, because a new retro set would do like
beginnings hollows.
Yeah,
right.
You see, I would have put beginning in that big 4, but
without the micro motions and the hollows, they're out now.
Yeah, if they're not going to keep consistency in the inserts, then it kind of
Take a retro like purely periodics, like newer
periodics would be sick. Yeah, if they made a retro set now, you could do the diamond mines from gems. You could do like you don't even need PMGs.
You can do exquisites.
You could just do exquisites.
Yeah.
You could still bring back some like the emotion set from
95.
95. Because that wasn't in that wasn't
they
in
have licensing
2013
to
or
that
15.
Yeah.
And we need all the premiere sets to be original art. Like if there's gonna be 4 or 5 big boy sets every year, make it original art. All the other surplus sets, the lower tier stuff, if you want to make that comic art and reused art, that's cool. But if you're gonna make a set a premiere set, it's gotta have original art. It just has to. It just keeps everything fresh. You know what I mean?
Did you guys see the
top tier too?
Did you guys see the new set that Go GTS put out? They put out some details.
Is it platinum or something?
Yeah, platinum.
Oh, the new version of Vibranium.
Is that what it is?
I think that's somebody had talked about it on one of their shows that it's supposed to, like, I think Spidey said that the person they talked to said that it's Vibranium done right.
I don't know if you want to pull up that link. I could get it for you.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a few months ago, right, Nathan?
Yeah.
That was talked about a few months ago. I remember it was something that was coming up that was Vibranium-ish style. You're right.
Yeah. Like they hinted towards it, but they couldn't say what the set was called. But
they
said it's going to be like
interview.
It's going to be Vibranium if it was done right or something like
that. Oh, that's cool.
That was an MCCW interview from a while
back.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember where I had heard it, but I know I had heard it.
Yeah.
Let me get this pulled up.
What does Premiere do to drop? Is there like a set date for that yet, or is that still floating around?
I don't think it's even went on pre-sale in the U.S., right?
No, it hasn't.
No, just in Canada. And that was for Canadian delivery only.
There was a date floating around, though, I think, for Premiere.
Well, I know the only links that I saw for Premiere were specifically for Canadian only. And it was the conversion rate at the time was putting the boxes at about $450 US.
Did it have a date associated with that?
Not that I saw. Okay. All right, so this is GTS distribution, who distributes to like a lot of the hobby shops and stuff like that. So what are we looking at here? Marvel Platinum trading cards. You'd be looking at all new original art from top artists, collection of wide array of platinum cards, number of parallels, chase cards, artist, creator autographs, new inserts, 16 boxes per case, 10 packs per box, 10 cards per pack, 2 8-count inner boxes. I'm not personally a fan of the different inners from the buying inners secondary, because somebody opens one inner, pulls all the big hits, sells the other one.
No, I think it's supposed to be collated, right? So that one inner gets like one big hit and then the other inner gets another big hit.
I think keyword in what you just said there, Will, is supposed to.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Gems was like that. Each inner case had its own ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you're looking this set, at least what's projected, 200 card base set, 100 cards of original art, 100 cards of classic art from the 60s comics to present day. So some reused art there, but original art for probably low series would be my guess. And then like high series possibly, or vice
60s,
versa.
Jack Kirby.
Yeah. Numbered parallels on chromium stock. So that'd be really nice. Be nice clean cards. Hard to grade though, because chromium stock gets surface scratches relatively easily.
And print lines out there. Yeah.
Orange checkered parallels numbered to 24 are hobby exclusive. So that makes it sound like to me that there's going to be a retail version.
Would make
sense. Hobby exclusive parallel, then there's probably going to be a retail version.
It's like a prism. Feels like a prism set.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Gold treasure parallels numbered 1 of 1. Okay.
We got those in Allure. Those are the gold vinyls. Yeah.
Yep. Thematic inserts, the rainbow parallels. You got iconic covers from the Marvel covers. So that's probably going to be like the Hulk sets and those that had like the cover art on the cards. It's going to be probably something like that would be my guess. Yeah. Super statistics, showcase of characters using their powers and abilities. That could be pretty cool, actually.
It feels like an Allure set, just comic book art.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Platinum duos. 2 Marvel's greatest heroes and villains with classic and iconic unlikely partners fighting side by side. Interesting. Base set creator art variants, rainbow parallels, unique new original art, 10 famous artists plus creator art variant autographs, and the goal again, consistency. Will, you were just talking about this consistency. Gold rainbow parallels 101. Gold 101.
Yeah, I like gold more than the blacks, I think.
They said what, 10 big artists, it says?
Yeah, it just says 10 famed Marvel artists for the new original art.
Let's take a fun guess.
Anything but
10 artists. Let's take a
go.
Jusko, Bianchi.
Bianchi for sure.
I'd say Giss is probably more than likely going to be in there.
Jusko, I don't see Jusko. Like, that would be nice.
You don't think Jusko would do it?
I don't think so. Not right now.
Actually, no. He's doing the Tarzan stuff, so I'm going to take him out. I'm going to do Bianchi.
Although, Melfi, this set might have been completed a while ago.
That's true.
Like the art for it?
That's true. Although, he's been working on that Tarzan stuff for forever.
Yeah. He ain't lying.
Off-White Tim, Lewis. I don't know. Yeah, Tom Fleming probably. He's Giss is probably in there, right?
I mean,
I'd say Giss is in there for sure. I'd say Giss, Bianchi. Maybe we could see Dan in there. That'd be awesome.
Possible.
Probably see Dave Palumbo. You could probably see Palumbo in there.
Masterpieces guys always do an additional set, right?
Because
they're contracted to do at least one more additional set, right?
Because Bianchi did MM, and then he was in Premiere right after MM.
Yeah.
And then he had the 1 or 2 cards that he did in FUA too.
Yeah.
The Venom.
Just the one Venom.
Well, didn't he do I think it was old art though, wasn't it? In the medallion.
Yeah, it was the Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Yeah,
that was
a comic cover. Yeah, as far as the original art, it was just the Venom.
I wonder, since this is famed, right? I wonder if they bring back some of the 95 guys like Patelis,
maybe Peach.
I can see Peach. That's a good one. That's a real good one. I can see Peach.
DeVries, maybe
the groups lately. Dave Devies, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
I can see a Ray Lago coming in
out a little
bit
more. Ray Lago would be good.
I really like from Flea Ultra Avenger. I really like that. I think it's Kai Cacao or Kai something.
Yeah, he's been doing some good stuff.
Good. His Black Hole in FUA was my favorite.
Hey, would Bill Sienkiewicz do something?
I would love.
I think now you're reaching. You know.
I think you're reaching, but I would love if Bill came.
I mean, they say famed Marvel artist. I don't know.
Dude, give us a Delato, bro. I wouldn't.
Come on.
I would love that. Feels. That's crazy.
If we get a Delato masterpiece, that's gonna be a problem.
I mean, if we get to talk painters, I'm gonna bring up Alex Ross.
Alex Ross might do it, right? Because he does some stuff.
Man, reuse his art. They reused his art for what was it? The Cap, FUA.
Julie Bell.
E-Pack.
Boris.
I've been saying it, but I would love it if in one of the next masterpieces, if they brought back old artists to do a 3-card insert set. Like Julie and Boris did 3 cards, Simone did 3 cards, and that was its own little binder page. That would be amazing. Yeah. And maybe it's curated by the current artist. That would be sick.
Yeah.
If it was hey, choose one of these. Here's the list of people that we had
10
on.
artists.
Yeah.
I think I could see that in a best of masterpieces set.
That'd be crazy.
Because I think that could probably like, you know, like an artist could probably take offense to having other artists in, you know, with main pieces in their set aside from the sketch card. So I could see that could be conflicting. But if they did, if they did like the best of masterpieces, bro, and they
like almost, you know, like they bring back masterpieces,
with all like some of the old school. And you tell them, hey, listen, Simone do 5 pieces, Dan do 5,
and honestly, that's how you get it so that the workload isn't insane,
and they can do ridiculous work, man. Because they'll have enough time.
You could just do 9 pages or 9 paintings of each artist, right?
So
that it's 1 page, and you get to say, do a big scene of 1 binder page, and we'll break it up into 9 cards. That'd be insane.
Is there an anniversary coming up?
I don't know. What would be
anniversary milestone?
If they're smart,
92.
If they're smart, they would make a killing on something like that.
Would have been last year.
Each artist gets 9 pieces in the set. That's perfect.
Yep. And then it's 10 artists, and that's your whole base set, right?
Yeah. Okay. So you do 9, and then you can give them, you know, you split the duties on the battle spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say they each do, let's just say 15 pieces.
Yeah.
Like
a little bit less than 15 pieces. It would be insane, dude.
I mean, you could bring back so many people, and I think people would love to do it as a group, as a collective.
So I like it. This says base set creator art variant. So it's, you know, up to 10 famed Marvel artists. So it's that 100 cards of original art that's going to be making this up, and it's going to be a different variant for those with the rainbow parallels. Plus, you're going to get the autographs as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine that the artists that they picked have like some type of crossover appeal with the comics.
We got the Discover variant cover.
That would be an insane idea, bro. Just thinking about it.
So this is the base set art reimagined as an actual classic comic book cover.
Upper Deck.
And then Amber Crystal's parallels numbered to 5. George Perez. Yeah. Artist autographs.
This set looks pretty cool in general.
Yeah.
101 greats, Marvel greats sketch cards. What do they mean?
Imprint.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Scary.
I mean, they're
yeah. Are they buying back 98 sketches and then putting a little buyback stamp on it?
Are they getting actual comic creators to do some sketches?
That'd be crazy.
Let's see, what do we got for attachments? Anything? Product images coming soon. And no attachments. So nothing else has been added to it. This was on August 1st that this was posted. So just 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, this is far out, but I thought it was interesting, some of the stuff that was in there.
Yeah, because they're calling it 2023 Platinum, so it's probably going to be late 2024.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, that's just a snarky guess.
Just it's not that snarky. I feel like it's I mean, it's already August, so.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, this could be a late winter, early spring release too.
That'd be crazy.
Far along they are.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
A lot of product in one shot.
Yeah, still got a lot of product.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the stuff is gonna sit on EPAP.
I think they just used a Marvel picture that has like a whole ton of characters in there. So I don't think it has anything to do really. It might.
I don't think Upper Deck. I don't think Upper Deck.
That's an old image.
Photo.
Nathan.
I think that's like just GTS picking something.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, well, Steph said Nightcrawler in that pick. I think, like I said, I don't think this has anything to do with the actual.
That's old. That's like early 2000s. They use that for marketing pretty often.
Sergio, what's up, man?
Yo.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice talk.
See you later, sir.
Sergio, you realize we're on YouTube right now, not in the Discord, right?
He's like, wait, did I click
What's
that?
What's going on,
guys?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I made it. I made it to the friggin' roundtable, man. You know, damn, it only took 3 years.
Oh, 3 years? We haven't even been around that long. What are you talking about?
What's going on, man? How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm still waiting for my NSDC invite. So.
Oh, that's coming soon. Yeah.
It's coming soon. We just gotta get Sergio. Sergio is always delaying stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
They're gonna ask you about 30 minutes before, and they're gonna say, "Hey, are you free?"
No.
And you're gonna say, "Actually, I just sat down for dinner." And then they're gonna say, "Well, let me know. I gotta know right now." And I'm gonna say, "Okay."
That sounds like elusive. That doesn't sound like Doom or like me.
We're trying to clean that up,
from Jake.
Yeah, we're trying to get organized.
Blue, I think we're hiring someone. Like, we need someone to schedule, like stuff like that.
There you go. Yep. Jake, I think that's why Jake brought me in, because I tried to schedule stuff at least for him instead of him doing you want to do a podcast in 2 hours? I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, Derp, we know, man. We miss you too. So we got to figure out what's going on with that guy you got in there, so that way he can get on his shift, so that way he can be here all the time with us, buddy.
What's the topic of conversation, boys? I'm just trying to catch up.
It's been everything. We talked Turtles. We talked action figures.
Oh, man.
Masterpieces math. We just got done talking the Marvel Platinum set that's supposed to be a 2023 product.
Yep.
Sketch cards. What else we talk about? All kinds of things.
Yeah.
Mario, is anybody
talk Mario Kart?
Yeah, Sergeant, when are you
gonna
when are you gonna get on the Mario Kart, huh?
Nah, I need to get. I mean, I'm letting you guys go ahead and practice up, because when I come back, don't forget. I've been playing since NES. It's SNES, so don't play with me.
Yeah, if you play NES, you're good. You'll be good.
No. You heard Fausto saying it, like, dude, the SNES one is really hard, like, compared to like the other ones.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's a little different.
Yeah, Super Nintendo was always my favorite.
I can definitely tell you, like, watching Melfi getting smashed up, it's been like a highlight of the week for sure.
Come on.
Shout out Melfi. Hey man, sorry, bro. Post that picture that we talk about all the time,
No.
Hey, listen, the best part of the photo, Melfi, it was the file name. it's like stank face or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's a funny one.
I think Derp sent this when we were talking about Turtles earlier.
No, nice.
Some of the styles that he likes, he said.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Oh, Bianchi last run would be crazy.
Is that from the part of TMNT? Those ones?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Matt, let us know in chat, man.
Nah, the Bianchi turtle would be insane.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick, bro.
That'd be a crazy one.
Someone needs to ask Bianchi, because I'm curious. Like, what's like? I want to know what his nostalgia is. Like, what shit that he remembers, as a kid, like growing up. That'd be interesting to know, like, what he was watching and stuff as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He spoke about it at the dinner. It's escaping me, Blue.
He spoke about it?
Yeah,
he's big in like rock and roll and stuff like that. He loves that, man.
He plays drums, right? Didn't he say he plays
drums?
Yeah,
he plays drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're sketch with the patronizing encouragement.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You were close.
He's such a troll.
Oh, but that changed. When was it? Was it Monday or Tuesday when we played? It was different.
Yeah.
That was different.
Well, we're getting better.
That was Fausto. That was his.
And then when you do beat him, he's got the excuses. Oh well, I was on a phone call. So.
Yeah. We gotta get everybody in there.
We need more people though. I think we have 6 people total.
The first night was fun because we had a ton of people jump in, but it would be nice if we had no bots. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Gotta get streaming on
I mean, either way, you're in last place, Melfi.
Wait.
He's not allowed to talk until he gets on.
Either way, he's in last place. I'm building up the anticipation here. I'm talking shit. You know what I mean? Like, we'll get there.
All I hear is like a lot of gibberish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
People,
that's all it is.
They don't want to jump on the game. They just talk.
It's easy when you're not invested. You know what I mean? When you're not.
Come on.
when you're not actually.
Come on, Sergio, you don't have to smoke, dog. Come on.
Yo, if he keeps that energy, I gotta come back and give him props.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, the energy's there, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, he shows up and he does what he's saying.
You smokers, then you know, I have props. You know what I'm saying?
I might be talking to the Conor McGregor of Mario Kart.
I'm an OG. Don't forget that. You know, I'm an OG in this shit. I've been doing this for a while.
Ryder says
it's
he's
good.
always gonna be last.
We want competition.
Yeah,
don't sleep on those folks that had to plug in the yellow, white, and red.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, of course.
Ones that'll beat you up in street fighter. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
When you had to sit right next to the TV because the cord wouldn't go out long enough.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's it, bro.
Have to untangle the controllers. What do you know about that?
Don't forget, Sergio. I used to play Tokyo Racer too. Come on, man.
That's fine. Hey, we could run that back too. You know,
hey,
we could run the quarter mile.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm waiting, Doc. Come on.
Hey, for y'all that don't know about Tokyo Extreme Racer, that was one of the best racing games of all time. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, I don't know what he plays. He's got some racing game that he plays, like F1 style racing, and he's got like one of the seats and the wheel and the whole cradle and everything like that rocks back and forth and moves. And I was like, and he's got the virtual goggles that go with it. The first time I did that, I felt sick to my stomach after I did that. I was like,
yeah, no way.
You're talking about the chair that Fausto has, like the simulation chair?
I don't know if it's the same one, but yeah, it's something
with
like
the chrome gloves. Yeah.
No, there wasn't no gloves or nothing.
Like Ready Player One over there. What's going on?
It gets intense, man.
I was gonna ask you guys, what's going on with Unbound? It's still on EPAC.
I know.
Oh, really?
I couldn't believe that. So we
it's
did
not sold out.
Monday night. No, we did the stream Monday night. There was about 2/3 of the cards were accounted for on EPAC. I can't believe it's still there. On
what
Thursday.
Character was last week again?
Blizzard, I think, right? Blizzard?
Oh, Scorpion, right?
Scorpion, yeah. Oh. I had to think too. I couldn't remember, but
I thought it was Vulture for a second, but no, I think it was.
I think the series 2 is a stretch.
I mean, the characters are tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least give people like a banger and then 2 kind of lesser known and then a bang. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, split it up a little bit. Don't consolidate them so much. But Fred and Ian had commented because it takes them a couple days to get the translation and the subtitles and stuff to come through so they can watch it and understand it. But it's they said that Morbius was not their they had no insight or input into the entire 52 cards for the set, like which characters. So when they saw the list and Morbius was on there again because he was in the set last year, they were like, "Is this a mistake? Like, did you guys goof or something here?" And they're like, "No, put him in there, do it." And it's like, what's characters the why? Yeah. But they said that most likely we won't see any. They said they can't officially state, but that it is highly unlikely that we will see any more duplicates.
No more Morbius time. That's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, we might get more Morbin time. They didn't say how many times he was repeated, so
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That would be really funny if like the last 6 weeks are just all.
It's all Morbius.
Yeah. They honestly at this point,
but that's like, oh, y'all want Morbius, right?
Right.
Y'all don't like Morbius. Y'all hating on Morbius. We're gonna give y'all Morbius.
It's like different levels too.
They're not understanding the meme of Morbin time. They're like, oh, they want more Morbius.
Like it's Morbin. It would low key. I would actually buy more of it if it was, because I would just have fun with it. Like that would be the ultimate troll.
Armando, I don't think they'll do an Unbound 3. I mean, to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, to be fair, they could just pick another artist, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that, but then, I mean, you're still recycling characters. Sure, you're getting new art, but you're just recycling characters. And with all the sets they're doing, to me, it doesn't make any sense.
I like the idea that you had, Nathan, was to just do 1,999 packs per week, and then you pull whatever you pull
from the 52 card set,
and it's
just
first come first
randomly
serve.
generated.
Yeah,
it's a slot machine.
But you have a list of the characters that you could pull from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you release all 52 characters all week 1. You know who all 52 characters
all
are
at once.
Since you're paying the same price for every pack for the entire year anyway,
doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it's completely random what you're getting, which character you're getting, whether you get an autograph.
I could pull a canvas Ghost Spider. You could pull a base lizard.
The computer could release 2 sketches in a week that should have been released over other weeks or whatever, or maybe the algorithm is set up.
They'll never do that.
Sketch goes.
It should.
The cynic in me is thinking they made this Unbound 2 list as like, oh, now we got to give the servers a break. So we're gonna
I know, but how much would that, if they did something like that, how much does that take away the bots? A lot, because it's not big character every week, and not everybody's racing to the bottom to get rid of their cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because maybe somebody you pull week 1 isn't a redemption character until quarter 3. So now you're having to hold on to them that whole time. You can't just trade them away and get rid of them if you're going after the redemptions. You got to actually collect everybody.
It would be fun. It would definitely make it a little bit more fun.
I think it would open up more trading too, because character collectors would be like, "Hey, I got this character this week. Well, I got this character, and oh shit, well let's swap."
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. Defeats the achievement structure. They want people chasing those, but like I said, you still have your achievements set up. It's just you got to
wait until Q3 to cash it in, right?
You might not get Q1 redemption character. You might not pull a Q1 redemption character until Q3. You know, so you potentially have to trade.
Makes redemptions a lot more rare.
Yeah, it makes it harder for sure.
Yep. Retrospect says a 2013 Flair Retro Iron Man sketch sold for 40. What? For $43.
Damn.
Steals out there, guys.
I mean, but what did it look like? You know, $43. I want to see what it looked like.
All right,
somebody pull it. What is it? The guy from Joe Rogan, Jamie, please. You know, pull up the sketch, please.
I'm gonna check eBay right now.
Listen,
everybody's running to eBay to look at this Iron Man sketch.
I got it. Guys.
I want to say something really quick because somebody mentioned achievements as to some people that matters, right? I was gonna say as if that matters, because at the end of the day, guys, like, let's be real. Like, if anyone that's been around a little bit and seen some of these these box sets that have come out recently, like, yeah, everyone's chasing the achievement. They're giving all these cards away and they're doing all these crazy things, and then at the end, like, the achievement selling for like, oh wow, selling for like,
that's a steal.
Yeah.
Some of these achievements, for example, like X-Men Metal are selling for like, dude, like $30, $40. Like, so you did all that work and you traded all this stuff for an achievement that's like really kind of like worth nothing, even in a high grade.
That's so true.
That was a steal for $40.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a decent $40 sketch.
That's a good Iron Man.
Any of you guys know who the artist is?
No.
So somebody, can I call a friend? I know this guy. Maybe it's Matt. You know, right now.
Yeah, he's probably he might be a little tipsy.
He would still know.
He's on the dance floor right now.
Even better. Better.
Yeah.
Let's get him to dial in from the dance floor.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Hit him up. I like how they did this though. Like, this is the character that's going on the sketch card, and then they were able to put like the power rankings and everything with the card. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty cool.
2013 was a good. I mean, great set.
You know, it's crazy because you're talking 2013, and it's like, dude, you know, there's a lot of inserts in 2013, right? We know that. We got autos, we got like, you know, different like parallels as a whole. But just in general, man, like, dude, these cards are just not doing well in the market of, like, you know, I'm not saying that they should be like $100 for like a Metal Blaster, but like, man, like some of these things are selling for like $20. You know what I mean? Like, that's a super premium set. Like, I mean, I feel like it's an important box in like Marvel, like recent Marvel history, but it's just like, man, like, you know, Marvel as a market is just down right now. You know,
Derpa's got it. Andy Carrion.
That's why I like the comment that Sketch made the other day. You know, shout out Sketch when he went on his rant. But it's just like, man, like, you know, the only time that you really hit like one of those you know, lottery ticket things, if you hit something like the guy with the Lord of the Ring, you know, like a 1 of 1 or something like that. If you hit something like a crazy like Spider-Man 1 of 1, yeah, you got like a little bit of money, you know, like coming in, but. You know, I don't think it's something that we're gonna make like major money. Yeah, I mean, the thing is right. Like, I don't collect cards with the hopes of like, oh man, this is gonna like blow up one day. I know I can resell and get my money back, but it's not like, you know, I'm buying stuff to like, you know, make a 3X, 4X, 5X. I don't think we're in that market anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta collect what you like at this point. It's not there anymore.
There are cards though that looking back in the future, you're gonna be like, oh, I should have probably grabbed those.
Oh, for sure.
Right now is the perfect time.
I take Intimidation Nation. I like it. Quick Strikes, Power Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just dude, just a lot of the inserts from that set are just so good, man. Like the Quick Strikes, like you said, the Power Blast, the Hardwares,
yeah.
The Ultra Stars, like, you know.
I mean, there really wasn't anything. Were there any dud inserts in that set? I can't think of them. I think Intimidation Nations would be the ones that people look at like the least favorably.
Because they chose the wrong artwork.
Yeah, they charge like weird artwork a little bit, but I still actually like those cards.
Minus the Doom, because the artwork I like on the Doom.
I think there's a couple. The Wolverine is pretty cool on that one. The Venom is kind of crazy, but I kind of like it. I mean, it's all personal preference, right? But I was just thinking of, is there like a totemic teams in there? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
And then you have certain inserts, like, you know, and going back to what we talked about with sets, because I know people are going crazy about Masterpiece, and like, I'll just tell people, man, just be wary, you know, like, just look at the older stuff and see what it's going for. It doesn't mean that the new stuff's going to go for that, but Marvel's pumping out a lot of like different card sets, you know, like obviously Masterpiece is like a more higher tier, but like these other sets are more like mid tier, like the beginnings, right? But like, you got the I don't know what the platinum is going to be considered, like if it's a higher tier or like, you know, mid tier. But you know, it's just tough, man. Like, just be wary. But I would just say be wary of what you buy. You know, like make sure that you know what you're getting into, and like, hey, like, you know, don't try to make some crazy money off this Marvel stuff. Like, hey, Melfi, like I told you the other day, right? Like, hey, like some Spider-Man metal shit, yo, get rid of it now. Like, sell it now before like it becomes half the price or a quarter of the price of what it is and what you can get out of it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said, I'm not doing it for the value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At some point, I like what I like.
Yeah, that was after we figured out that you liked it, and you're like, okay, I'm keeping it. Like, but before that, I'm just like, dude, if you're keeping it to try to like, you know, 2-3 extra money, dude.
Oh, no, I don't.
Sell it now.
No.
I do think over time that set will be looked back a little bit more fondly than where
I mean, I believe in that. I loved opening that case. Like that was one of the highlights of my like collecting, you know, and not because of what I pulled, but because it was just a fun way to enjoy. Like I didn't have that stress of like, oh my God, this is X amount of dollars. You know what I mean? I was kind of able to experience it afterwards when it came down, and it was more manageable for me personally. But yeah, no, I don't think that you're gonna make like life-changing anything in like a Marvel card right now. Maybe you can. If you can, God bless. I don't know. But I don't know.
Maybe not right now, but I think long term that set is gonna stand the test of time. It's the first dedicated metal set to Spider-Man.
I love that set, so I'm always gonna look at it fondly. Personally. And I think if it had X-Men metal inserts, it would have been 10 times better. But I still enjoyed what it was.
And it was your first PMG pull from that set.
It was my first PMG pull,
yeah.
I think the treatment of the PMGs too, just they did X-Men metal dirty with the PMG.
Wow. No life changing anything unless you buy Spidey Beginnings holograms.
Well, even that card to me right now is like it's kind of an anomaly, right? Because it's the only one that's really doing well. Like the hologram and the holo effects and all that good stuff. Like for the most part, what other card is doing like really, really well like that?
Like massive boom in
comparatively to that card.
Really. Yeah, the holograms they have had quite the run lately.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a roller coaster with those though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a domino effect, though. I feel like one person sells, then another person sells, and another person sells. But like, I mean, Skull Collectibles said the AF-15 cuts, right? Like for Spider-Man metal, I don't think a cut will be available for a while. And if one does sell and it sells crazy, people start looking at the set completely differently.
Yep.
Someone drops like 15 grand on an AF-15 comic cut. Everyone starts looking at Spidey Metal.
I'm sure someone already did behind the scenes.
But I mean publicly, right? Like publicly, someone drops.
Yeah, I mean just those AF-15 cuts itself. It's already made that set like one of the staples in Marvel card history. Like it's.
I can tell you that I've been offered a crap load for my cut. Still, even in this economy, wherever the market is, I still have a couple of dudes that'll throw big money at that, just waiting for me to let it go. I'm just not for sale.
Yeah, I can't see you moving that card.
No.
I mean,
like I said, my kids will sell that card whenever I'm gone. Mm-hmm. The universe blessed me with it. It would be stupid to just sell it. But, I don't think all AF-15 cuts are the same. As of right now, there's only 3 out of the 15 that have Spider-Man in his costume. So I think all the AF-15 cuts long-term will be desirable. That's if the hobby grows. If the hobby continues to grow, more people get, invested in it, more people start, learning about it. I think there's growth for all sets. I think there's going to be growth for everything, but something iconic like an AF-15. And again, I didn't buy mine. I just pulled it. So I got lucky. I was one of the lucky ones to pull it.
Yeah.
But to me, those are going to be like the king comic cuts, bro.
You see, and listen, this is where I kind of got to I kind of got to play like a devil's advocate here, because if just based off of like Off-White Tim's price, right? If somebody offered me that for that card, to be real with you, I'd probably sell the card and buy the comic.
Yeah,
because you're fighting over a fraction of the page when you could just buy the whole thing for that price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
that's true. That's true.
Different collectors too, though.
For sure.
There's thousands of AF-15 comics out there, bro, but there's only 15 cuts. So to a trading card collector, people will see that as there's more of a chase. You can. It's quick to sell it. You can just go buy one.
Yeah,
that's easy.
Are you a comic collector? Are you a card collector? Or are you an art collector?
Exactly.
And then really that's where you kind of fall.
You can buy a game used jersey autographed pretty easily. To pull, to use the sports card analogy, if you pulled a 1-of-1 game used autographed card, it sells more than an autograph.
Well, even an RPA,
so much
like a true RPA out of National Treasure, you can't you can get a signed jersey from the top quarterback prospect of the year for maybe a few $100, but that true RPA out of 99, if it's a big rookie, you're paying thousands for a card. That's out of 99.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's comparing apples to oranges, bro. It's just what's your preference? Do you want something that's easy to obtain, or do you want something that's difficult to obtain?
Yeah, I think that's
just what it is.
We'd all love to be able to make money on a regular basis buying and selling cards, but I mean, when it comes down to it, like Lewis, you said with your cut, it's not about the money with the card, right? It's because you love the card.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect that anybody getting into the hobby needs to look at, like, what cards do I like, what inserts do I like, and then just go get those.
Yeah. And listen, to Nathan's point, we did. There was a long period where you can buy and sell and flip, and look how volatile things kind of got, right? And so would you want that to be the norm? Maybe not. You got to kind of weigh those things.
You want a slow and steady, healthy market, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I think if it goes one way or the other, either too far up or too far down, that's not a net positive for all of us in general.
What I think is crazy sometimes about Marvel cards is that some of these inserts, like for example, using a hologram as an example, we don't know what the number is, right? We don't know how many of each, exist. But even some of these number cards, compared to like basketball, there's some cards that go past 99 that are still worth something comparatively to you try to buy something that's out of like 199. Example, Masterpiece, the purples out of 199, you're buying it for like $20. It's just because we don't, like you said, the market isn't established enough where like even 100 is still, it's rare, but it's not rare like that.
It's
like
the demand.
The demand isn't there.
Right.
supply and demand. If the size of the Marvel card hobby was as big as sports cards, they would not be going for $20.
No way.
No way. But like to
even
go back,
Rittenhouse, random insert with serial number XYZ. I mean, yeah, it would just be harder to find, right? And then when you finally did find it, you might be waiting on that for X amount of months or even a year, and then you're ready to buy that card at whatever price it gets. Like it's a totally different ballgame if there's double the demand, or even more, whatever.
But I think what's unique to the Marvel card hobby, and I was talking to Lewis about this. You got collectors that eat up a set, and so I think of like 2018, and that's why I was telling Lewis today, I don't back collect anymore, because just to get what I wanted from 2018 Marvel Masterpiece has been a hassle because people ate that set up, and there's like a handful of collectors that own the original arts, the preliminary arts, the one-of-ones, all the parallels you can think of. There's like 5 to 10 collectors that own it all, and you don't see it. You like some of the cards in that set don't get the light of day, and I feel like that's going to be the case with the AF-15. Like if Lewis didn't have a social media presence, we wouldn't even know that his card was pulled. We would have never saw it. And so the mystique of Spider-Man Metal will continue, because until we see all 15 of the AF-15 cuts, people are still going to think that there's an opportunity or a chance. It's the same reason why 2013 sealed cases sell for so much. 2015, all those other sets with PMGs, they sell for so much because we haven't seen everything. So that opportunity still exists.
Mm-hmm. And even when you see like a whole green PMG set go for sale, people still want to gamble to get one.
Yeah.
So as long as there's boxes, it'll be sought after.
Yeah, definitely. And to a certain point that we talked about, because there's certain times where you see some of these boxes available, not available. Some of us think that there's a good amount of boxes, they're just not posted like that. They're out there. It's not like we're super short. And one example that cards sell for super like high number, like, and it just kind of doesn't make sense, is like the 90 Impel. There might not be a bunch of boxes online, but it's like, people treat these cards like they're super rare and like PSA 10, and it's like, dude, like these the 90 Impels actually come in a pretty decent card stock. They grade relatively well. Like it's just a matter of like centering and stuff like that.
Centering, yeah.
Well, centering is a big issue. Like it's not easy to grade 10s.
But the card stock is good. You know what I mean? Like it's a good solid card stock. It's not super thin.
The border kills you. Like you have to have perfect.
Yeah, bro. Hey, listen, bro. I've opened probably 7 or 8 boxes of 90 MU. In my opinion, bro, maybe I've had bad luck. It's very hard to find good quality cards out of a box of 90 MU, bro. They all have dings, presses. Like, you're lucky if you can yield 30% of your box that's like decently clean. And that's, as far as decently clean, like no, lifted corners, presses. Sometimes you'll get them with like straight presses across the center of the card, and you'll get like 2 or 3 packs like that. Yeah, it's the 90 MU stuff is abundant, but they are not easy to grade, and you've got to open seal boxes to really get that shot, and the boxes aren't that cheap. You know what I mean? So,
and even if you think about what Lewis is talking about, think about the quality on the modern sets. Like people get missing hits, people get just horrible. It's horrible to grade. So if you get like high grades of this stuff, hang on to it, because who knows how the set is going to age, or even the packaging, right? Like you might try to open up Spidey Metal 10, 15 years from now and it's like bricking or something like that.
No.
It's not even worth ripping,
If you think about
you get those missing hits, and then you can't reach out to Upper Deck anymore. Hey, dog, where's my PMG?
You stuck.
You stuck me, bro. I got 10 golds in this box.
Oh shit! If you think
hopefully, go ahead, dude.
I'm saying, if you think of the Impel set as like the most graded right out there, the most PSA 10s of a single card in Marvel, it has to be that set. And our market is what, 5,000, 6,000 collectors. Like you said, even that said, being super printed and it's still difficult to get tins. Imagine like the modern stuff, trying to get tins that's impossible.
Oh,
if this doubles, if this triples, like just having a 10 of any card is gonna be ridiculous. Now we'll kind of see what a little bit of what Pokemon's doing over there, where like some of these just PSA 10s are going for thousands. That's a little scary if you want to think about it that way. So yeah, perfect time to pick up what you want right now. Just don't think.
I think having holding power is very important in any hobby, man. You can't be in a rush to give your shit away just because markets are trending and people are panicking, giving their stuff away. You know what I mean? Holding power is very important, dude. That is true.
I think all six of us could say go after the same. Like if anybody's thinking about like investing stuff, all six of us could say go after the same exact insert, and all six of us could be wrong in 2 years from now because it's just our opinions on something, right?
Hologram is a good example. Like when we hopped in the hobby, was anybody even mentioning or talking about holograms?
No, I saw a Gambit for 150, and I didn't even pick it up because I sent it to the homies, and they didn't even pick it up. And now everybody's looking for one. Like
this guy, this guy down here, he might have been.
No, man.
He might have been.
The hobby's just growing, man. The hobby's just growing.
Yeah,
it's growing. They're starting to discover new shit, man. Justin that's what it is.
Justin, I think, said something about it last night, like talking about the piece of the pie and how much growing the pie as a whole or whatever is kind of. I'm very poorly paraphrasing what he said there, but if you increase in order to get that bigger, to grow the hobby, you got to have more cards available. Sports is so big, and you can look at how many sports sets there are and how massive those sports sets are printed. As Marvel collectors, we want the hobby to grow. I think most of us do. We want the hobby to grow, but in turn, that complicates things a little bit because now you do eliminate some rarity of stuff. You do insert more colored parallels of stuff to then increase your print runs, or you just end up printing insanely ridiculous number of sets every year to be able to accommodate that demand as well.
Yeah, and
but I mean, with you saying that, I mean, them making more sets per year, I don't think. I mean, are people going to buy them? Sure. Are people going to like sell them out? I don't think so. Like, I don't think that we're going to sell out like a couple certain sets that are going to come out. Like, what's the set with the MCU cards that came out recently? Like the Allures.
Allure.
Is anybody like talking about that really? Like, is anybody picking those up right now?
No. And that dropped.
People are buying the big boy cards, like the real low numbered stuff, the 1-on-1s. Yep. I know a lot of people buying those cards. I don't think we're going to see this next year, though, guys. I think this crazy run of sets that we've seen continue. They're just playing catch up for like the last 2 years. I think by next year they'll have a ton of product out. Their e-pack will be filled with all different sets that they can just sit back and collect revenue every day, and then they'll slow down and they'll get. I would think. Get into a structure because it's not going to be sustainable releasing so many sets with a market that's not that like you can do that with Pokemon, which they don't even drop crazy amount of sets, but like with sports there's a lot of sports sets, but there's a huge market for sports, so it gets gobbled up. So I think next year will be a lot more quiet.
Yeah, and
that's my opinion.
Right now, I think we're kind of at the end of the COVID catch up that Jeff says here, because that the movie sets, WandaVision through everything. Now Loki's coming out in the near future for that set too. Those are all kind of probably should have been released a while ago, but COVID happened, so now they have to wait for the shows to get done before they can release the sets in the first place. So that way they have the images and stuff, but. Captain Crockpot says doesn't matter if people buy all the sets they make if they limit the distribution like they have been. I would agree with that too, but like to Lewis's point, they'll be able to have those just sitting on their e-pack, so at any point in time you can just go and kind of buy something that maybe was released 6, 7, 8 months ago because there's still product available. Ryder says hockey still catching up. Yep.
As far as like certain sets that are coming out like in the near future, is anyone excited for like something specific? Like I know they had there was kind of talk of like Secret Wars, but then they don't have the Fantastic Four, which doesn't even make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was the Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet set, which is, I mean, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anybody excited for any of those like at all? Or
the Allegiance set? I'm pretty excited for the Allegiance set. We've seen sketch blinks for Fleer Ultra Wolverine already out on eBay and stuff like that. So depending how that set gets produced,
Midnight Suns,
it could be pretty good. Yeah, Midnight Suns is out.
I think it just depends on how they look, man. You know what I mean? We got to see what the cards look like to get excited for them. Like, because some names have sounded really good this year, and the product turned out to be okay.
Mark says he's looking forward to what if.
Like what, Lewis? You give me an example of something that like was should have been like solid and it wasn't.
Fleer Ultra Avengers.
To me, Fleer Ultra Avengers is the easy. To be honest, there's a lot of laziness in that set. I think the only bright side of that set, and again, this is my opinion. I ain't nobody, bro. I don't know nothing of nothing. But I think the only thing positive about the set to me was that was a big deal with the medallions. They aced the medallions. Yeah. I think they screwed up making the golds out of 200. The golds, they were too nice to be out of 200.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the foiling on the base cards, a lot of people have said this, though. The foiling on the base cards was just too much. It doesn't need to be that. Why wasn't it more similar to the other two sets this is a line of?
How much better would Fleer Ultra Avengers be if the price point was like $150, though?
Oh, my goodness.
If it was that cheap, it's fun because there's still value there, but I just feel there's a lot missing, man. There's too much. There's not enough of a chase in the set. Like, who are you trying to chase? A Korvac or a Valkyrie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll use the sports analogy, Lewis. There's I think it's Crown Royal has kabooms, right, in the sports card world. That set is garbage. The only thing people buy that set just to try to hit a kaboom.
Other kabooms. Yeah, that's what is that? Absolute? Is that absolute?
One of those
I think it's absolute. Right? Yeah,
absolutely.
You have medallions and you have jambalayas, and if the jambalayas would have only been hobby, and then you sell that for $150, we're talking about that product a little bit differently.
Yeah, but Upper Deck considered this a premium set, and it didn't feel like a premium set to me.
Jeff says, in his experience on EPAC for the last 8 years, the whales will buy everything just because they are bored. The Marvel stuff will definitely go regardless how much there's. Plus, not just the whales, but the achievement chasers, the people that are going after achievements. They'll buy everything up just because of whatever the achievement is. So, Ken says we need more Dangerous Divas Women of Marvel sets to hold us over. We will be getting a Women of Marvel set.
That sounds like that sounds like collusion with Swami. I know Swami and Jacob love the girls.
The honeys,
the Marvel girls. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
We
should be getting a Women of Marvel set. I was I don't know if I was inadvertently, but I was sent as a bonus card to an order because I bought a printing plate, and the guy threw in extra cards, and one of the cards was a sketch, and it's the 2022 Women of Marvel set. Well, that hasn't even been announced yet. So
nice, man.
That would be fun.
We'll see. Hopefully, that'd be nice.
I want 2023 Flair. That's the one that I'm waiting for.
Flair, yeah.
I love the Flair. 94 Flair was my favorite set.
I really hope that they don't do what they did with Beginnings and totally change all the inserts, because I loved some of the inserts in.
That's another set. Yeah. I think Beginnings was a little lackluster, man. I thought Beginnings would be cool. The only thing that I truly like about Beginnings are those booklets and those jumbo panel cuts. Those are pretty fly. But
I mean, they have a couple of the nice inserts, but they didn't bring back anything that made Beginnings, really.
Yeah, they could have just named it a different set at that point. Like they could have just named it anything.
I feel bad for people who pre-ordered that set thinking that you're gonna get Hollow Blast and.
So I got in 2 boxes at $225, and I canceled mine about a week before. It was like right after the checklist dropped. I know, Will, you canceled your order.
Yeah,
smart.
I have 4 boxes, and I cancel mine too.
Brittany, who's usually watching, she had boxes that she missed canceling it before they had shipped, but she was able to return them, which was nice.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah, I mean, I will say that they're pretty cool. They are pretty flexible with that stuff.
Newt, what's up, man?
Yeah, no holograms.
Yeah,
it was a fail. No holograms was a fail.
I mean,
for sure.
But I love the micro motions too. Like I personally, I liked the micro motions. I liked the breakthrough issues. I liked the holograms. Obviously, was there anything else in beginnings? I can't remember. I think those were the 3 inserts, right?
Oh, you got those comic cover signatures too, right?
Yeah, those are the breakthrough issues.
Okay.
Well, that's another thing too with like with the beginnings, like the beginnings, like 1, 2, and 3, it's such a deep set. Like it's not like it's a multi-set situation. So like you have like the Marvel girls, you got like the villains, and I mean I personally like the whole like the diamonds and stuff like that, like the way that they kind of like broke that down, like the then and now, because they have a couple cards, but like just the inserts that they didn't put in there. And that's kind of what I see too, is like they're adding different inserts from different sets into like new sets that aren't the same set. You know what I mean? Which doesn't even make sense. Which means
like
you might get the holograms. Yeah, like that's such a random that's such a random insert to put into that specific box. Like it doesn't even make sense. But
I do think that they are trying. Maybe this is like a long-term approach that we're kind of in the beginning of. That they are trying to restructure all their products and figure out what insert is going to go into where. Because like they kind of hinted at that when they said like PMGs will only be in metal products from now on. You know what I mean? They're not going to be in Fleer Ultra or anything else. So maybe this is their way of changing it up, and we're in the beginning.
Restructuring for sure.
Yeah, and then maybe it'll become more standard as time goes on.
Yeah, but I to Lewis's point, other than that booklet and those jumbo splashes, for me, I'm like, what's the difference between this and annual?
No, I agree. That's why
it looks like a robust annual. That's what it feels like.
Which to me makes me think that the box is it's an $80 box of cards. Like,
and annual was good this year. That's a set that I feel like overachieved.
I loved annual.
I think annual this year was
especially for the price point. It feels like the perfect rip if you're a new collector and you're coming in and you just want the excitement of opening a box. Like those golden rarities are awesome. There's some
the
great
silver
cards.
Foils.
The
Don't
silver,
you get like what 4 or 5 of those a box? Like those are flying.
Even the retail with the blue background is like really nice in hand. Like that was a great set. Man. Yeah.
Sent me. And it has that comic book crossover too. So like you can come from comics and rip beginnings and you know the art is noticeable.
I just wish that they did something to bring back something from the old beginnings. Like literally any of the inserts. It didn't need to be the holograms. Obviously, I think it would have been the best idea for them to do the holograms. But if you brought back micro motions, it would have been great.
That sounds like bias, Murphy. I don't know.
It is bias. That's definitely bias.
Avengers vs. X-Men says September 27th is what David Adams currently is showing for the release for that set.
For X-Men versus Avengers or whatever?
Yeah. And then What If is looking at, they have a release date tentatively of September 26th, but of course we know that all that stuff changes on a regular basis. So
Beginnings, I feel like kind of dropped out of nowhere. It didn't even have a sell sheet, and then all of a sudden it's like 2 weeks. Here you go. Yeah.
Here's your checklist the week before, and then here you go. It's just here.
I wouldn't be surprised if you saw another like lower tier set come out pretty soon after Masterpieces to give people a different option. Just for their wallets, you know what I mean? If you're not able to rip Masterpieces, you can rip something.
It's already there. It's Fleer Ultra Avengers, man.
And you know some things are getting pushed. All right, so we had Avengers versus X-Men, What If, and Loki are all scheduled for September 26th, 27th. There's no way they release all 3 of those sets on the same date, so something's getting pushed.
Okay. Yeah,
I think Loki is most likely going to come after Marvel Masterpiece.
I think so. I would probably agree with that Loki will be the next set that comes out because it's easy for him to release the movie sets, right?
Yeah. I'm pumped for the Moon Knight set. I'm gonna definitely cop some boxes of that Moon Knight, bro. It's gonna be like $80-$90 a box. It's gonna be perfect.
Don't say that, Lewis, because then they'll upcharge you.
Bro, there's some good autos in that too,
Lewis, bro. It's already up, man. It's already up.
I know, but I ain't paying no pre. I'll wait for it to drop.
I wouldn't pay pre-order price for any of the movies though. It'll drop.
No. I'll wait till it's like $80 a box. But there's good autos, man. There's Oscar Isaac's auto in there. Shoot.
That's got an end of November. That's got like a Thanksgiving release right now.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun rip.
Oh, that's gonna look fly. That's gonna be cool.
I think Ethan Hawke is on the checklist too.
If they end up, because I know that it's been kind of like rumored, if they kill off Moon Knight, that would be a waste, because I think he's such a good character for like a street team. You know that if they were to get rid of him like sooner than later, that would really like be kind of like a buzzkill.
Well, I believe they are gonna kill him off for sure. That's definitely, I believe that's happening.
Yeah, that's a buzzkill.
Yeah, but in the comics, they just killed off Miss Marvel, and then they brought her back in the next issue.
That's what I'm saying. They'll probably bring Moon Knight back, different looking, with some new story. But you know what I mean?
To be fair, she's whack. Like, come on, like she's whack compared to
destructive. I think it's kind of open to interpretation. Like the modern annual set, yes, started in 2016, but technically annual was Flare back in the early 90s.
Yeah. Correct.
Yep.
They just kind of split them off into their own entities afterwards.
Can I address something real quick? Well, whenever
No, go ahead,
bro. Get it.
Because look, I listen to Justin and Manu and stuff, and I know yesterday's conversation with Sketch, where Manu's giving the other side like there's a lot of hype going on, and there's a lot of like, quote unquote, like it makes it feel like we're pumping this masterpiece set. I just want to remind people, masterpiece only comes around every 2 to 3 years. Like, bro, it's a big deal. Like, it's not like, let's not take it for granted too, right? Because that's the only thing I'm hyped over.
Yeah, like you can take price completely out of it. Just how rare the set comes out.
All these other sets are cute, right? It's nice, it's cool, but like, come on, bro. Like, we came here to Marvel for
people
the artwork.
do wait.
My boy hype. I see you, dog. My boy, he even put the green lights on tonight. That boy ready.
I understand Manu's point, but like, yeah, it does happen because people get excited, right? Even people like me. Well, I'm not excited about a lot of this shit, but
that right there,
it's happening because it is a special set. There is a legacy. Like, think about it. 2016, 2018, 2020, and this one. Only 4 in the last 8 years?
7 years. Yeah, 7 now going on 8. Yeah.
And then before
this one was 3 years, dog. It's been 3 years.
And before
you got to remember, this is 2022 masterpieces, so we're over
this is Christmas for Marvel collectors. Think about it, if you got Christmas every 3 years, how the hell you gonna feel when Christmas come around?
And before 2016, it was 96 that had original art, because 2007, 2008, it wasn't original art. It was used from other things. So, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna feel like it's getting hyped because people are hyped, because it deserves the hype, because it only comes around every couple times a year. Like,
people are genuinely excited for it. It's not
it is what it is.
Just like just to play devil's advocate with the whole Spider-Man metal thing. How long did it take for us to see a Spider-Man PMG since Spider-Man metal? That's 5 years, bro.
No.
Like, no wonder it was hype, man, because there's a lot of new collectors, and even collectors that have been in the game for 3-4 years, they don't know what it is. They got X-Men metal, but as far as like chasing a Spider-Man, like, dude.
Also, that was the first setback from COVID, right? Like, that was the first real product.
The first big set, and they brought back the old PMG styling, which was a big deal
from the arena design people.
Yeah,
you got it right.
So it's just it's certain sets. I get it, man. Like, hype is fun, hype's exciting, but people in themselves have to know, okay, how far can hype drive me until I'm like, fuck, I need to sell everything now at 30% of what it's worth just to pay the light bill or to put $30 a gas. You know, I got to sell this PMG for $30 now. That I got to put gas in the tank tomorrow. You know, you gotta figure out what's good for you, man. But there's certain sets that deserve hype, certain sets that deserve their flowers. You know what I mean?
If you to pay some gas, if you're selling cars to pay some gas, you shouldn't be buying cars.
It's for sure. You get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, you get what I'm saying.
Of course,
like,
of course, man.
Like, dude's like, oh shit, I gotta pay my rent next week. But dog, I just bought this Spider-Man PMG for $1,000. Oh shit! Okay, hold on. You know, what am I? You know, it happens, bro. It happens. It happens every
find
day.
Lewis on the compound, show up at the door, like.
But to Doom's point, though, like Masterpiece is on a tier on its own. Like, we're over here struggling to justify these sets with like 1 or 2 inserts. Masterpiece, you get redemptions for original art. No other set does that.
Yeah, like handmade,
what you get, the potential in a box is different.
Masterpieces is all the way the hell up here, and everything else is down here somewhere. Let's just be real. Masterpiece is the king of the mountain when it comes to Marvel cards. It's always has been.
Yeah, it's a tough. And I want to address like other thing because you know it's not for everybody. Maybe not everyone is digging Dan Dos Santos art. Cool. Like I'm cool. Like if you don't get it, you know, my bad, dog. Like I dig it. Like some of us dig it, some of us aren't, right? But I'm done with the whole AI talk. Like, come on,
bro, dude, that popped up the other day again, bro.
Pay those $10. Go watch them paint. Like, of course, it's not AI. Like, come on, let's not do
Someone
that.
Said that.
Hey, no. Well, I mean, when you first, if you don't know anything about Dan, like I didn't. Like when I first saw the image of Domino, I was like, this looks like it's computer generated. But some artists are just that damn good.
Yeah.
If you zoom in, you can see the brush strokes. And I understand the sentiment. But like he's shown enough now, like and there's Patreon enough if you want to go see it. Like it seems a little lazy that AI talk. So
those time lapses are insane, and
it
you
almost
can really
seems like
see the
a
detail.
Disservice to the actual artist and the output he's doing. Like it's
bro, Dan doesn't even use like mediums to paint with oils. Like for me, when I paint with oils, I got to use a little linseed oil. You know what I'm saying, to make it flow smooth. He tells me, bro, I don't use linseed oil. I don't use any turpentine, any paint thinner. It's just the brushes that I use, the paint that I use, the way I lay it out, the way I spread it out very thinly in layers. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the Patreon and you've seen the video, the time lapses of, from start to finish, you just see the constant, just thin layers that go on over and over and over.
Sketch covers, he uses the airbrush and then he goes with color pencil. Like, it's,
even with different mediums, his style is translating.
Yeah, he's mixing.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
People are gonna get blown away, bro. People, like I said, man, it's when it drops. I'm not gonna say much more. I think it's due to drop next week, right? Is that what we're praying? We're hoping next week.
Projected right now is the 10th. Yeah, so next week.
Next week.
When that set drops, the game's gonna change. It's game over. The game's gonna change 1,000,000%.
I didn't get no pre-orders. I got freestyle on pre-orders.
The influx of new collectors that are gonna come into the hobby is gonna be. And again, I don't know shit. This is my foresight. What I see. And I see there's going to be a big influx of new collectors coming in from Magic, coming in from sports. Even collectors that collect fine art when, that follow Dan and his work. I'm telling you, bro, it's going to get popping. It's going to get real popping.
Yeah. I think anytime you have a big set or a big insert like a PMG with Spider-Man metal, you're going to pull people from other collecting 100%. Hobbies in the card world because they want a part of it too. They want to be a part of that and experience a little bit too. So it does make it even that much harder to secure product.
I mean, that's how I got here. When 2020 dropped, I was watching comic book YouTubers and they were bragging about 2020 Marvel Masterpiece. And I said, there's a Masterpiece set? Everybody was going nuts in the comic book community, which pushed me into, buying boxes from my LCS. And I mean, the rest is history.
Also, just don't get discouraged if you can't enjoy week one or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Just chill out. It's a long journey.
Yep.
You know,
chill out.
like
E-Pack will be there. It's not going to sell out in 5 seconds.
Be careful on E-Pack.
And it should be cheaper.
Watch out for that buy more button.
addicting, bro.
Watch out for that buy more button.
Yeah, but even if you can't open a box, right? Yeah, just enjoy it the way that your budget allows.
I hunt singles. I hunt singles.
Yeah.
The whole 2 years here. Like I rarely crack a box open. So.
E-Pack is a slippery
I've heard
slope.
people say that, hey, I'm not going to buy any boxes. I'm going to use older sets to see if I could trade into cards from this set.
Yeah. That's it. Everybody's got to find their strategy, man.
Yeah.
Like the base cards, besides obviously like the tier 4s, the base cards will be easy to snag. The gold foils will be easy to pick up. The preliminary arts, I think, will be easy to get. Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be easy to get. Just be patient. They'll be all over E-Pack. You're going to be able to trade for them. You're going to be able to buy for them. The only thing that what you miss out on not opening a box is that big ticket hit, like, an original art pan, a prelim, uncut sheet. That's the only thing you're giving up. If you don't care about that stuff and you just want a base set.
Also, you're only missing out on pulling it yourself. You're not missing out on obtaining it later on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And to be fair,
the MMC group is there. Like, these artists are in that Facebook group. Simone Bianchi's there. Joe Jusko's there when he got something going on. Dave Palumbo, when he was doing original art drops, he was doing it in the Facebook groups.
Dan's Patreon is going to be huge too. If you want to interact with Dan and get some of the exclusive stuff that he's going to be, I don't remember the tier system that you're going to need to join or anything, but just
look
it up and
$10 is the highest tier.
$10 is the tier where you're open for the giveaways and to be able to buy some of the original art and.
Yeah, so if you can't buy a box or you don't feel comfortable buying a box at whatever price that you could get it at, go in there. Maybe you might be able to pick something up in there. Like, just I don't know.
He's consistent too.
And look, I want to throw something out there because maybe this is not something necessarily. I know I've heard Lewis say it, and I'm with him because I've experienced it myself too. Even if you don't get into buying, let's say multiple boxes of trying to you're trying to pack pull that card. Sometimes depending on how much you end up spending on some of the boxes and like all this other stuff, you could just buy a piece from the artists themselves. You don't necessarily have to rip some of these things. You can ask for commission through the artist or through something Pern is very accessible. Lee is very accessible. Rihanna Owens is very accessible. If you guys are on the Patreon, obviously you can shout out to Dan. Bianchi through Matt, he's very accessible.
Yeah.
So you might spend, a lot of money trying to pack pull it when you can just, also reach out and be like, hey, I want one character commission. It costs this much, blah, blah, blah. And, you pay the price and you get what you want.
But just be patient. I mean, Simone Bianchi did sketch cards, sketch art list yesterday, $800. You kidding me?
2020
and they filled. It filled like within 30 minutes. It was gone. They were all gone.
They're all sold out.
Here's your
they're gone. Yeah.
They're gone.
Wow.
Look at this. 2020 masterpieces. I mean, look at the prices that you can pick up singles for right now.
Pick them up. Some of
on
them are mine.
Like you can buy them on ComC for a couple bucks, $1. They got graded versions. Here's a graded 8.5 Venom for $26. Here's a 9 that's currently at $58. They're out at $1,999, but a lot of these cards are very accessible to you. Yeah. If you're willing to wait and you can't afford to go after the boxes.
Nathan, so what's the verdict on the numbers, bro? Because I came in probably about an hour after you guys were rocking. How are we looking on box numbers for this set?
It's so negligible, man. It's all rough estimates. Nobody knows exact. It's all rough estimates. So you can get pretty close. I've got Mini Lopo's data sheet on Swami's Discord says 10,800 boxes from 2022 or from 2020. Keith Boyles has said 12,000 for the print run. So it doesn't really matter which number you use. I'll pull this up again so we can see it.
So we're looking at what? Anywhere from 10 to 13,000 boxes for this masterpiece set.
Probably,
which, dude, it's
so
super small compared to what I thought it was going to be, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing is we talked about that too. Like people throwing out like numbers like 18, 20,000, 25,000. You'd have to add a ridiculous number of cards to even get close to that. And there's just
you'd have to increase the base set.
So you'd have to increase the base set. That's the only way you can do it. You can add as many parallels as you want. If you don't, unless you're just give a box of parallels out, then so 10,705. Again, not accounting for the holofoil checkerboards because those are unnumbered. That's how many new cards there are going into the set, plus the holofoil checkerboards. So even if you said that's 10,000, even if you said every box is going to have one, and it's going to be 10,000 or pretty close to that, that's 20,700 new cards, right? Just for the sake.
Well, we assume that the checkerboards are going to be more SP than the base, right?
Right, correct. Because it's it's an unnumbered parallel.
So even if you did 350 extra cards per holofoil checkerboard, that's
still only 7,000 additional cards, and I'm going farther with that, saying 10,000. So you're looking at 20,705 new cards. If you said there was 10,000 checkerboards, again, all assumptions. That only creates an additional 575 boxes, which only creates an additional 48 cases, guys.
That's nothing, dude.
And that's without taking away the 100 fewer cards that you get with the tier 3s if that 399 is correct and not a misprint. And that's not accounting for the reduction in sketches. So again, not even counting the holofoils, 1645 or 985, it's so minimal that it doesn't even matter. That there's no point in even arguing. Or not.
These boxes are going to be loaded, guys.
Yeah,
I think these boxes will be loaded since we're not getting a guaranteed sketch. I think taking the sketch. Yeah, I think there's going to be. I think you're probably going to look to get 3 nice like numbered hits per box. I feel you're not getting a guaranteed sketch, so they got to replace the value of that. You know, and me personally, I'd rather have more numbered hits of the art than get a shitty sketch.
Yeah. Do any of you guys know how much MM was on EPAC the last time?
Being real,
physical boxes were around 200, weren't they?
No, it was like $300.
Was it that much?
It was close to 300. It was like between 250 300 if I remember correctly. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on EPAC. It's not good. It wasn't good. My wife is sleeping next to me. It's 2:00 in the morning. I'm rolling over, grabbing my phone to jump on EPAC.
And he's got the dun, like trying to hide the screen, like, you know.
She's like, hey, who you talking to?
I love that little noise, bro.
You see the red glow.
Noise is having to my ears.
You know it's bad because he had to pull the cover like above his head. Like, years old again.
You know how many boxes of Spider-Man metal I'd rip late at night? My wife's asleep. And I hit like a badass PMG. I'd be like, yes. And my wife said, what happened? I'd be like, my bad, baby.
Lewis, how long was Spider-Man metal on EPAC?
I know it was like, not even a month, and that
it was like 3 weeks or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like between 3 and 4 weeks. And that was probably over 30,000 boxes.
Probably.
It was about 52,000 box print run for Spider-Man metal. So
Jeff says he's got 750 MM20s and 550 MM18s on EPAC. So please trade with me. See, there you go, guys. That's another way to do it. Trade.
Yeah, man.
Jeffrey, hit me up if you have a Thanos speckle.
I'd be surprised, guys, if Masterpiece lasts more than 24 hours on EPAC.
But that's enough time for people to. That's enough time for people to get on there and try to get something. Yeah,
servers aren't good enough to. I guarantee
they can't handle 2,000 cards. They can't handle 2,000 cards in a couple hours.
That thing's gonna crash as soon as it releases. They're gonna come back and be like, "Hey, we're gonna re-release it next week, Wednesday, or something like that." It's gonna be that crazy.
You know, one thing with some of these like limited runs that we're talking about too, that I don't think people take into consideration. You know, X amount of cases that we're talking about can be like called or whatever, but there's only a certain amount of physical that's going to be made. And as you guys know, not every card is physical on EPAC. So the print run for some of these is even shorter than what you think.
Everything's
the only thing they can really do digital on EPAC is is the hollow foils or we'll just call it unserialized cards. Those are the only things you can do digital, because otherwise if you turn that serialized card into a digital card, you now have screwed up your serialized.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't like that. He left. He's like, damn it, screw you, I'm out.
Yeah, I think once we know the box guarantees, I think you can probably hone in on a more accurate number of how many boxes there are.
Yeah.
If it says like an orange and 2 purples guaranteed, you can easily do the math there.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think Upper Deck's going to do hardly any more like you're guaranteed to get this. I think it's going to be more like, here's your pull odds, and you're not going to get pull odds for anything that's serialized. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll be able to open boxes and see boxes open and get a general idea of what you should get out of a box. Like with the beginnings, they're not really guaranteeing anything in your beginnings box. Like when you look at the sales sheets, there's no real guarantee of it. But after you see a few of them open, you should get roughly 1 serial numbered card and a premium insert, in your box. And I think that's what we'll see with masterpieces is they're not guaranteeing a sketch in a box. Your odds of getting one or 2 boxes. You're not guaranteed to get, some of these other things that you were previously. Your pull rates are like 1 hollow foil per box. You have your pull rates of 1 and 2 packs for certain inserts and parallels and stuff like that. But if you don't get 6 of a certain insert, does that mean you got shorted? Not necessarily, because you just might have been in that part of the run where you didn't get 6. You only got 5. And then your other box might have been in that run where you got 7 instead of 6.
That's where like the inner model and stuff is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there multiple print runs for Marvel Masterpiece? They just do one, right?
They produce
one, right? Yeah.
Oh, I sent. Is he wanting to, Tim? Is he wanting to come in? I sent him the link.
I don't know. He said he's tempted to join.
Yeah, he said he was thinking about joining. So if he wants to join,
Scandal.
Steven. If Steven wants to join,
shit, I haven't seen Scandal in a hot minute, man.
Yeah, he's been hibernating for a while.
Well, message him again. I'm going to send him the message on Instagram.
Yeah, send him the link. I haven't seen the homie in a minute, bro.
Send it to him again because he said earlier he was thinking about coming in too, and he had the link already. So.
I'm very excited though, personally. I'm excited to see everything. Mm-hmm. It'll be my first masterpieces, personally. So,
yeah,
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for the DeSanto.
If he does,
sketch cards to start popping up. Those are going to be.
Oh, that's funny.
What'd you say, Tim?
I can't wait to see more of the DeSanto sketch cards. I always think like the artists of the set, their sketch cards always seem like.
So how does it work? Like when the set gets like released, does he have scans of all of his stuff and he'll like release? Like how did Bianchi and Palumbo do it? Like
Palumbo released all of them.
Just
like he posted in the Facebook group, and you could probably find that post. But he posted there was maybe like 25 different cards that he did.
Okay.
And he
not including his APs either, right? That was all just
that wasn't including
inserted.
APs. Okay. That's everything he did for the set. And he also posted because it's funny that you guys mentioned whoever does the set, they do 2 sets because he did Black Diamond right after. He did Black Diamond sketches, right?
Yeah, I think they're contractually obligated to do at least one more set. I don't know if that's the same with Dan, but I think for all the previous ones, they had to do at least one more.
I think he said in the interview that he was going to do some additional stuff.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, we could hear you.
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
I'm at a cabin in Yellowstone National Park. I'm having a good time.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Hell yeah, bro.
Awesome.
World's most interesting man.
Sure. What have you been up to, man? I know you did a beginnings box opening not that long ago, right?
Yeah, I did. I bought like 10 boxes of that. I think I've opened like 4 of them.
Okay. Well, then why are we only seeing 1?
After 4, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I love it. So it's kind of boring.
I think a couple of us had that opinion before we even got our boxes. So, but yeah, I mean, there's been a few nice hits seen. I know Neo, he pulled that X23. The booklet.
Yeah, the booklet.
Yeah,
cool.
that was really cool.
Yeah, the booklet is awesome.
Those are bangers. That's
no.
Yeah, I mean, I got that Black.
Who's
Panther.
the shadowy figure that has appeared before us?
Right, I know. I got that Black Panther creator's autograph I showed on the Discord. It was cool,
nice.
but it's just I don't know. None of the hits feel like hits. They all feel kind of mediocre. You know, there's nothing.
Doesn't it feel like a juiced up annual?
Yeah, it feels like a juiced up annual. That's exactly right.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like, it's kind of got like an ages and annual vibe, and not really a beginnings vibe at all. Like, I didn't open any of the original beginnings stuff, but I've seen you guys do the openings, and it just felt like a better opening.
Yeah.
So Scandell, you ready for masterpieces, dog? You locked in?
I'm not doing that. No.
No?
No, it's too pricey. I'm not gonna reinforce that behavior. It seems a little. I mean, it's beautiful, and I think the art's actually worth it. I mean, it's nice, but I don't know. That's just too much.
Yeah, it's expensive, bro, for sure.
What's your favorite art that you've seen, Scandell?
From the new stuff, from the new
yeah.
masterpiece.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a lot of his work, but let me think of something here.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot, man.
No, yeah.
I got a question for Scandell. When I first met Scandell, one of the first things that he said, like on the live, was, "If it's not Jim Lee, like it ain't nothing." You know, basically that's what he said.
Well,
I'm serious. I'm serious.
I do feel like if these guys don't have any experience in comic books, I don't get why it's a big deal.
But let me ask you a question, because this is like, it's Jim Lee related, but not like, like new set related. The X-Men Kiss stuff. Did you pick anything? Did you pick up anything from that set, Scandell, or are you digging into the Kiss set? Or
I've picked up everything from that set.
Okay.
I'm not joking. You named the card and I picked it up. Like
do you have what do you have like the 101s?
No, I don't have any of the 101s, but I'm one card away from having all the greens.
Oh, nice.
I need the. I'm not going to say which one I need, but I need one more.
I got my sneakers yesterday.
Yeah, Tim couldn't.
Damn.
He couldn't wait. He was going to open them on the rounds, and he was like, "I can't wait. We can't wait."
I thought that was vibranium for a second. I was about to say, hold on, Off-White. Hold on a second.
This is like a dream set for me, and I was saying, I remember a few times on live, I've said I wish that they would do like a PMG retro set of the Jim Lee 92 X-Men, and this is as good as that, if not better. This is cool because it's just a fusion with sneaker collectors. There's really, the PSA slabs are the way to go with it too, because people are bumming out because they're not serial numbered. Well, they are serial numbered because they have the Kith PSA slab.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And those are serial numbered.
Yeah.
The slab that it's in is serial numbered, so what's the problem, right? And it says Kith on it.
I will say I was so bummed. I was so bummed when there wasn't a PSA.
Yeah. The only issue I have with the PSA ones is when you look at the pop report, there's more, because they did the Friends and Family thing or whatever, the promotion stuff, there's more stuff on the pop report than there's technically for each of the cards.
Oh, was that right?
You have stuff that's only numbered to 100, has 102 or 104 of them authenticated. So then to me, now you've created something that doesn't match up with what the card says.
I guess. You know what though, dude? That happens for every card.
Yeah.
That happens for every card. I guarantee there's big wigs at Upper Deck that claim duplicates of cards that never get tracked or recorded.
I mean, how do you think they hit their replacements for some of these green PMGs back in the day? You know, they're putting out some monster cards, and you're just like, whoa, like, you know, how did you have that? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, these ones are special, and this is Series 1, dude. There's going to be another round.
Yeah.
Round 2 looks even cooler, man. I love it. I'm so excited.
It's going to bring a lot of new collectors in, man, because that sneaker culture is huge, bro.
Yeah.
Captain Crockpot, the only ones you're not going to have any way to really track it is the 749 and the 1299, I think, are the two numbers. Well, there's a 299 one too, right, Steve?
Yeah. Tim, I got a question for you, Tim.
Yep.
When you got your box, did you shake it up to see what was inside, or?
Yeah, word is you can kind of tell. Some collectors can kind of tell.
Soon as I took it out,
did you weigh your box or like what's up?
I didn't weigh my box, but when I shook it, because people were saying like if you have a PSA cart, it sits on the top and it doesn't really move. Mm-hmm. Once I heard it like make noise, I was
knew.
Like,
you're an experienced Marvel collector, you know.
He knew he had the dud, you know.
I'm a gel light fan, so I used to be in the sneakers, and I used to rock gel lights all the time. So.
Yeah, I really like Tim. You and I talked about this a little bit briefly. Is like I showed them to my wife, and we both right away said the Storm ones to me and her at least looked the best out of the whole run.
Yeah,
I said this before privately, but I'll say it again. Like I know that kid does a lot of drops with like Asics. And not a lot of people like dig the Asics like shoe style itself. You just gotta have a little sauce to rock the Asics. That's all. Like it's not for everybody. Like, dude, the Asics are super comfortable, man. Those gel lights are super, super comfy. Like, for city walk and shit like that, man, like 100%.
Yeah, I'm from New York, so there's plenty of sauce to go around.
There you go.
Wait, I got a question. So there's a part 2 coming out of this?
Yeah, it says Series 1 on the box.
When is it dropping?
They're already on the PSA. They're already on the PSA Pop Report.
Yeah.
So is it going to be New York City Comic Con or something? Like,
I don't know when it is, but it's coming.
That'd be cool if they did it at New York City Comic Con.
and it's going to be X-Men again?
Yeah, but
it's the same ones, dude. It's more cards from the same series, and the characters aren't. It's not like they went to they didn't go to B-listers like Jubilee. Like they went really interesting. Like they got like Mr. Sinister in there and Juggernaut. So there's like a lot of.
They went villains.
Yeah, they have some villains mixed in there, and they also have some really bizarre. Like, I think I might be misspeaking, but I think Strong Guy was one of them, for example. Like it was weird. It's fun. You know what I mean?
It's a cool set. I like those like promo releases. Like every time that San Diego Comic Con has had one, it's been good.
Yeah, it's sick. This is as good as it could have gotten, honestly.
I think last year's like the whole that Loki like MCU promo, the SDC CC promo, that wasn't for me, man. I don't really like the Funko one either, but this is different. Like this kid drop is a little different. Like I'm not gonna get into like the kid situation and the shoes and the card and everything, but like if one falls on my lap and like maybe like I pick it up, but like I think it's a cool, man. I think it's a cool drop. Not something that I really like expected like that, and I think they over-delivered. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I think if you could pick it up, even the packaging itself is kind of
for premium.
It's an experience.
Lost Man Strong Guy.
It's premium, man, and the cards in person. I got one of the green ones already in the mail, and it looks fantastic.
The cards looked great from the images I saw.
Yeah, they really paid good homage, and and to me this set never really had. I mean, it had chases, but I'm just so glad to see an older set kind of get rejuvenated like this.
Yeah. And the packaging looks like 90s X-Men, like action figure type packaging.
The way that he did the entire package was
great. Yeah.
Top down, amazing.
It has the
art wrapping around the sleeve on the box.
X-Men 1, Jim Lee, like that's. I would get the box signed by or at least the sleeve. I would get it signed by Jim Lee.
That'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, I got a few of the pairs in the mail coming now. I bought a bunch. I've bought I think I have 10 boxes coming towards me.
What size you wear, Scando?
I wear 13, dude. I got huge feet.
I'm either gel lights. I try to get 11 because
I didn't order just all 13. I ordered whatever I could.
They're not available now, right?
I got 7.5, 8.5 coming, 9s, 10.5. I got every size.
Getting everything you can, huh?
They sold out.
Well, yeah,
they sold out on the drop.
If you happen, Scando, to open a Storm for the sneakers, I'll definitely.
What size?
I'm a buyer. 10.5.
10. Okay. I think I have 3 10.5s coming, so there's a chance.
Oof.
Nice.
Are you opening it on your channel?
I will. And honestly, these things to me, and again, I hate talking like purchase strategy because I'm selfish that way. And look at how evil I look right now. But like you buy them right now for $350, $400 in the secondary market. You're gonna be able to sell the shoes for $150 if you want to, or maybe even after a little bit they'll go up possibly. But I think $150 you'll be able to move the shoes. Yeah. And you take your card out, so you got there's still room for you to kind of do something. And the shaky box thing, I don't know how true that is, but I'm going to definitely test it because, I wouldn't be buying any boxes from Salt Lake City, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we need we need a Mythbusters episode. We need to make sure.
Yeah. Can you do it on the YouTube? That'd be awesome.
I don't think the sneakers are going to be that expensive because there's so many. Like, I think
12,000 pairs, dude. That's not a lot.
It's not a lot, but it's not like coming from like the.
No, dude. I'm just going to disagree with you, right? It's 12,000 total pairs divided by 7 styles, divided by sizes. Think about that.
Yeah.
This is you want to wear them part time. That limits them even more.
So
right?
yeah, I think it's 13,000 divided by 7 divided by how many sizes?
What's up, Jacob?
12. I don't know how many different sizes. So by the time you start dividing sizes, I don't know. Supply and demand, I guess. But if they do
I think that's what it is.
I think a fun way to do it would have been what I originally thought was gonna be like the way that they're gonna do it was like, for example, you have a limited amount to make it even more limited, right? Like limit the amount of shoes with the jackets and like the shirts and like all the other stuff, right? And every order you get like a ticket, like kind of like a redemption ticket, and maybe like that's how you get your card. I don't know. But I didn't know that it was going to be one card for every shoe. Like I didn't know the drop was that big,
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like, you buy a bomber jacket, maybe you get like a little redemption card to try to get one of the slabs or something like that,
No, they did it right. You open it and you figure out what you get on spot. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I know somebody did a video where they were showing the boxes, and it looked like there was the potential that maybe you could open the box without really messing it up too much too. So I know somebody that said something about that because you didn't have to pull the pull tab.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like the glue on mine on that lip with the pull tab, I could have just ripped it. And
what's the point? I mean, sneaker collectors, they want to see the shoes, dude. So they're not going to want to hold on to a sealed box. Nobody they like to put them on the shelf. They like to display their shoes. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of people holding these in a sealed box. I don't think there's no point for that. The card collectors don't want to do that either.
So you said you got a good amount of these cards in like different parallels?
Yeah, well, I just if it sold on eBay and it was a green, I bought it. I'll tell you that.
Okay,
nice.
So, you got that rogue? Okay,
I got them all. I got 2 rogues on eBay.
Nice.
Yeah, Temp. Let me get you big Temp.
This is my set. Like this is my favorite. This is my favorite Marvel card set of all time. Like this is it, man. And the fact that
they did it right. They got like the Cyclops logo here, X-Men logo right on the side. They're
but I like that it's not like so obvious that it's an X-Men shoe. Right?
Yeah, and then
you would have to really
like
look
4
close.
laces. They give you like 4 packs of laces, which is crazy.
That's nice.
But the box is really something special.
It's awesome. And the fact that the PSA labels are also special, that's cool too.
Captain Crockpot, I think I would agree with you, except in this instance, it's random versus like somebody buying a sealed pair of Jordans knows what the Jordans are.
Yeah.
Well, man, the shoe collectors are trading like crazy. Like if you go into the shoe forums, they're like everybody's looking for a different pair. So that's why I disagree with you. I think they are going to be in demand. Because of the requirement to exchange hands. Like nice. Nobody's getting the shoes they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the sneaker that everybody wants? What's the colorway?
I want to say it has to be the Wolverine that's super limited, right? The group photo.
I like the green rogues, dude. The green rogues are awesome.
Yeah, the rogues are nice.
Yeah.
If I was an Oakland A's fan, those things would be right up my alley.
Sneaker has like all the bright colors, the better, like it's just
bro. Even the bag, the mystery bag is like high quality.
I think they dropped the ball on the Gambits. The Gambit should have been purple, pink, and brown, or purple, pink, and black.
100%. And I think with the Wolverines, they did it a disservice having it like. I hate the leather on the gel lights. It doesn't look good. My opinion.
Sneaker collectors like that because they say with the felt, the other shoes have the felt on the toe, and then they get scuffed too easily, so people won't wear them. But the Wolverines one have the on the toe, so they'll be worn more.
Yeah, but I think aesthetically the felt.
I could talk about this all day. I'm not gonna.
I agree with Captain Crockpot. Like the Gammas look like the most appealing ones. just coming from the sneaker world.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people love that combination of colors.
Gambit's up there, and I think the Storm. I think the Storm and the Gambit.
Storm because you can wear it with anything. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Like I like the Storms because it looked like a shoe that you could pretty much wear with whatever you wanted to.
But the Gambits too, because the colors aren't like crazy loud.
Jeff asked earlier, do you plan on going to Denver in October for the Collecticon? Anybody going? I'm going now. Jeff confirmed that he's going. So we were talking about going. So Newt and Dan R and Swami, count me in.
I don't know if I'll be able to go. I would like to, but just with work, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be a last minute decision.
Doom, you gonna drive up? Nah.
No, man. But y'all have fun, you know. Post some videos. You know? I like them.
Get some content, bro.
For sure. Oh, we lost Steven.
As mysteriously as he came, he left.
Yeah, good to see the homie, man. I haven't seen him forever in the stream, bro.
It sounds like Christmas for him, you know.
He's excited. And his last video, he wasn't sure if he was like where else to go with Marvel cards. So I'm happy that he has
nostalgia. I mean, we talked about this so much. Like that kid is perfect. Like that release was perfect.
I hope they do like a Spider-Man.
That's what I said. Imagine if they did a Spider-Man in New York City.
They do have a page.
Melfi.
They have a page on their website, but there's nothing there, man.
I would have to bring my whole family in. I'd have to like.
I'm bringing the baby.
Call my cousins,
my wife.
dude. Literally.
There he is, and he's back.
If they did a Spidey in New York City, it'd be crazy.
Well, they dropped they did do a Spider-Man drop, but it wasn't like shoes. Like it was, just clothes.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
But just
like a shoe drop. Oh my god.
Yeah.
People would be like jumping off buildings, bro. Like, come on,
You guys know? Does anybody know if a 1-of-1's been pulled yet?
I haven't seen one.
Cyclops.
I think I saw one.
Yeah.
The Cyclops 1-of-1's been pulled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of them's been pulled.
The Wolverine, no?
Wasn't the Wolverine 1-of-1?
Yeah,
pulled?
I think I saw the Wolverine 1-of-1 pulled.
There were some color variants too on display. I saw like someone's San Diego Comic-Con, like they had a 1-of-1 on display. I can't remember which one. Green.
They had all the 1-of-1s on display at Comic-Con. And the Wolverine wasn't verified.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
No.
I guess you would just be able to check the cert number, right? Depending on how good the photo was.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, good idea. But
they did Spider-Man, Melfi. Oh, sorry.
They said the 1-of-1s they had at Comic-Con were they were duplicates that were made and that they were going to be destroyed.
Oh, interesting.
That could end up in somebody's hands.
They destroyed them as quick as rejected sketch cards are.
Well,
that guy's like, hey, I'm taking out the trash tonight, boys. Don't worry, I got it today.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, they might have sent it to Ronnie, right?
I mean, that stuff usually gets like family and friends. Like,
honestly, that should be. I feel like that's like something that's like so special. Like it should just kind of go back to like the kith, where they kind of just like store it away and obviously keep it a copy for themselves. Yeah, I mean that'd be too cool. Like, what if they had like the 1-of-1 like full set sign? Like, woof.
I don't think he'll keep it.
If that one, he probably wouldn't keep it.
That would be a baller move to rip open the greens and have Jim Lee autograph them and then get them re-sealed to PSA.
Yeah,
but you won't have the kid. I don't know if they put the.
Maybe they would recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be super sick.
Melfi, if they did a Spider-Man version, what Spider-Man set do they?
I don't know. I was trying to think about that.
I mean, the Todd McFarlane one is the easy one, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, because he doesn't really mess with Upper Deck anymore, right?
What's the Bagley set? That set is great.
I would do the Spider-Man promos that came out in '91. Have you guys seen those 6 cards that came out with the blue borders?
Yeah, they look like retro cards.
Yeah.
They look like the Jim Lee set. They have like the same kind of border trim on them, but they're not. I don't know what artist it was though.
Or the '95 Ultra Spider-Man. I mean, that's the name of it, right?
Oh,
the one with those had like the masterpiece insert, and
that's Eric Larson.
I opened a box of that with Justin. What the hell is it? Is it 94 or 95?
That'd be cool.
Eric Larson was the artist, Scandal.
Yeah, see, that wouldn't be bad. There's an MJ, there's a black suit Spider-Man, there's a red suit, there's 2 red suit Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
There's like 6 cards, I think, in that promo. And that kind of art just lends itself to kind of just being like holofoiled like that, you know, just kind of, it's simpler. Like these metal series, like the masterpieces and stuff, I don't think you can really do this kind of treatment to them, to that kind of artwork.
Yeah, the Fleer Ultra Spider-Man 95, that would be sick. That would be sick if they did like color parallels for that. That's what it is.
I wonder if they'll continue to do stuff with Kith like every year, or if it would get saturated really quick. That's the only problem that I would see.
That was the only like issue that I had when even though like I'm not like invested into the first set, like when I saw the news that like the second set was already on the PSA census, I was like, oh come on, you guys didn't even give it a chance, you know?
Isn't it
like they should
60th anniversary like collab? Isn't that the whole point?
Might be.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, I didn't know.
So, or some anniversary.
Bro, I would do the 94 Fleer Amazing Spider-Man, Mark Bagley, the 9, you know how it has the 9 different pieces that connect.
Listen, I'm gonna hit you with the curveball and say like, yo, if they hit the Sailor Moon drop on the Kith, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Don't play. Some of those colorways, you know.
You can get your tuxedo mask on.
Oh, come on, man.
Why wouldn't they do a 90 MU?
That seems like the most logical as
could.
a Marvel set because it's like the most popular one.
That'll be crazy.
I think maybe the reason they didn't do a 90 MU is because if you do the X-Men set, you do a Spider-Man set, you can keep it at least exclusive to those character lines.
Yeah,
and it was the 60th anniversary. Like, there's even for people who are not interested in the cards of the kicks, there's there's jackets. There's 3 different hats. That if you know Kith, like Kith does collabs.
I hate that though. I because now I got a pair of sneakers. I can't cop a hat or like I didn't get any of the apparel except for the sneakers.
But when I saw like they sold out, there was still like hats available.
Nah, the hats are gone, man. And I wanted just like the plain X-Men logo.
You gotta hit up StockX or eBay, you know, do that. Pay overprice.
Yeah, eBay.
I can't pay $90 for a hat.
Is that what they are on eBay?
I'm going to rock out. So it was a pleasure chilling with y'all, man. Everybody have a good night. Man. Be safe.
Good seeing you.
We'll see you guys again soon.
Hey, when's the next trade night? When's the next trade night?
It's gonna be after Masterpieces, bro. So
so probably in a couple weeks.
If it's not, maybe the first. You know, like if it drops Wednesday, maybe that weekend.
Okay.
It all depends on how many homies get their boxes. You know what I mean? And who's getting them on time. If not, we may just do it the following week. So I guess people plenty of time to get their stuff in.
There you go. Kind of see what they want to trade. And
So
you're gonna make me hold a sealed box for a week?
I don't know, man. I paid overnight, you know.
I paid overnight too, bro. So I'm ready. You know what I mean?
We might have to get busy first.
We might have to. Everybody may have to go reach out to David and I and be like, "Hey, dog, can I pay that $40 for that overnight shipping on this order real quick?" May have to be it, bro.
You know, when we hit that 101, we're gonna have to trade, dog.
That's it, dog. All right, boys. Y'all be good, man. Be safe.
Later.
All right, Steven, if you're still watching, man, we need Scandal in Denver for Collecticon. He will volunteer himself to make the trek to pick him up if he needs to. There you go. Ooh, could you see Newton Scandal?
You sold the Newt
for a 6-7 hour drive from Salt Lake City to Denver.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting convo. We would need the recording.
October 7th and 8th is the Denver Collecticon, Steven. That's when.
It is a good time. I went to the one in Charlotte last year or 2 years ago, one of the two, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to find a way to make sure I can get there. So Jeff says he's on board with it. and we were talking about meeting up to go and hang out and just kind of not set up a table necessarily, but go and walk around and check it out. So should be fun. Plus, I heard Swami's throwing a bash at his place anyway, so we'll just go.
Oh, wow.
Swami throws a good party.
There we go. Swami throws a good party. He's got Lightbox Expo and light boxes or comic collectors. Come on, man.
I'm gonna let you guys go.
Yeah, Tim. I think we're about ready to wrap this one up anyway, fellas. Yep. Thanks, guys, so much for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate you all. Tim, Melfi, Sergio, Doom, Steven, Alonzo. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out as well. It was a blast. Had a good time. We talked about a lot of stuff. We're not quite 3 hours, but a lot longer than what we thought it was going to be, huh, Will?
Yeah.
So we're like, well, what are we going to talk about tonight? I don't know. It'll work itself out. Always does.
Fun.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. We need more content from you, that's for sure. So
seriously,
box openings. Get those shoe openings out there, man.
Please.
Love to see it. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Take care. Have a great weekend. Don't forget Sunday afternoon, Eastern, 2 p.m. The MentalCon. We'll be doing like a collab. Bring in like all the different hosts we're planning on bringing in. Give you guys a rundown of what we're thinking for next year, and get your guys' ideas of what you'd like to see as well. So don't forget to miss that. All right. See you guys. Take care.
Bye.
Later.